Peace, peace. You now tuned in to Spooky Hours. And this is m.reck. You know the m.reck room etiquette. Smash that like button. Pound that like button. Let's get it. Um, Salute to the rec mall. Let me see who's in the building. We got the livest show on Sunday night. Call me up 310-598-2974. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure the lines is pulled up. I always forget that, but you know what? It is what it is. We do it on the fly, so we're gonna get y'all. Pulling it up right now. I know I probably missed a few calls. Yep. Hold on. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Talk to me. Salute to the rap mob. Okay, we got a caller. Let's get it. Peace. You now tuned in to m.rektv. State your name, where you call it from. Yo, when y'all call up the show, make sure you're ready. Make sure your audio's muted. No cursing. All right? I don't have reverb on. It's my natural voice. Reverb. Ain't no reverb on. Ain't no reverb on. Just got a grown man voice. No effects is on my voice. Oh man, let me turn this off. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Short. Let's get spooky. Talk to me. Hello? Peace.
Hello?
Yes.
Is this m.reck?
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
This is the spooky hour show. I normally don't stay up because I'd be too scared to listen to the show. But I had to stay up tonight because I wanted to call in because I got a call on last week, like right around that fake inauguration time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is spooky for me because I've been listening to you and Amina since about March. Okay. And y'all have opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. This is not a scary story, but it's scary in the sense that people are so asleep, especially in my family. So my brother calls me long distance from Germany, all frantic. Come on, well, what's going on in the States? Y'all okay? I'm like, listen, look, first of all, I'm in a seminar because I was listening to the live with Amina, and I get furious when anybody interrupts me. So first of all, I was like, well, I understand you calling from Germany, but listen, I'm gonna have to call you back. So he was all frantic, and I said, listen, just don't believe everything you hear on the mainstream media. He said, well, I was just calling to check in to see if y'all are okay. I'm like, we are fine. So, and it's scary to me that he's so asleep, and there's so many other people like him. They don't want to open their eyes to hear. They would hear the truth. It's just easier to believe a lie. So I just wanted to say tonight, thank you for all that you and Amina are doing for us, because it's really, really a blessing.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Don't
You're welcome.
stop doing what you're doing, please, because there are people like you. We need y'all. And I make it a point. I go down to North Carolina because my cousin, she's woke too. And I'll call her. I'm like, look, m.reck, get ready, come on. I'm going to get ready, come on. Are you listening? She's like, okay, I'm getting my laptop. So thank you. We really appreciate it. And
we appreciate
I'm not
you.
really savvy with this IG stuff, but I really would like to be able to be on her list of people that she takes in, as far as allowing them to follow her. So
definitely.
thank you,
what's your name again?
My name is Equila.
Equila.
And I'm
Wow.
following you already. Yeah. And I'm from,
That's a
I live
beautiful
in Ohio.
name. That's a beautiful name. What's the meaning to that
Thank
name?
you.
You're welcome.
Well, it actually, my father named me that. It actually means seamstress.
Mm.
And I do so.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
incredible. That's incredible. That's amazing right there.
yeah. Well, thank you. So, and
Yes.
then one other thing,
Mm-hmm.
you let Amina know because I heard her talk about when this thing kind of blows over, she's going to have like a function, a cookout, or whatever. Tell her, listen, I would love to come to wherever she's at. If she's in New Jersey, if she's in Philly, if she's in New York, I track up there to
Got
be a
you.
part of that
She's gonna hear this.
function.
She's probably listening now, but she's gonna hear this, and I will let her know. But I appreciate you calling.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and
All
then you
right.
have my number. If she needs to call me back
Got
to
you.
get some more information, hey, feel free
No problem.
anytime.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Peace.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. We appreciate all the people showing that love. Call me back if I miss your call. This is Spooky Hours with m.reck, and it's no reverb on my voice. I'm sorry. I just got the mic sounding good. That's about it. My voice is my voice. Call me up 310-598-2974. Salute to that caller who just called. I appreciate the love. Hold on, I think we got a voicemail. Let me see what this voicemail is sounding like. Hopefully they ain't cursing. Let me see.
Man, Rick, I was trying to call through and tell my story, man, ghost story about a bridge, in Ohio. My name is James. Yeah, I'm in the chat, known as Jaguar. Man, Rick.
Call back up, James. Jaguar, call back up. Let's talk about that spooky bridge. Let's get into it, y'all. Come on. I know y'all little. Let's get these calls flowing, man. Let's get this spooky hours going, man. Listen. It's gonna get real spooky. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Come on. Let's get it. Where we at? Where we at? Spooky. All right. Call me up 310-598-2974. I do miss calls because sometimes, I'll be talking to other people and you know how it goes. I might miss it because I don't see it. I try. There we go. Peace. You now tuned into mrecktv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
My name is Terrell, and I'm calling from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Peace. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, Rick?
I'm good. If you can, you got me on speaker or something? You sound like you're a little far away.
No, you're not on speaker.
Okay, let me try to bring you up.
You
Okay.
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. First off, I want to say, shout out to you and Amina. Love you guys. Love what y'all doing. Making knowledge born. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Okay. And you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to say, since I've been watching the show, I've been paying attention a lot to the things that's going on around me. Mm-hmm. And one night I was laying in my bed and I got a cat, and she's probably like about 3 months old. So we laying in the bed and I'm playing with her and she's looking at me. And then she starts looking around me like she sees somebody behind me.
Wow.
So I'm like, I try to, obstruct her view. I get in front of her and I'm trying to block her, but she started trying to look around me, and it kept making me turn around like, what did this cat see? Uh-huh. So I started tripping, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been watching y'all, and I get kind of spooked, when I pay attention to a lot of stuff, and I get kind of spooked when I see stuff going on that's unusual or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I get up and I go in my son's room. I lay in the bed with him because at this minute I'm freaked out. So he's like, Mom, what are you doing in my room? So then I try to play it off, and I'm like, I'm just, seeing what you got going on or whatever. And he's like, go back in your own room. And I'm like, I can't sit in here with you, for a little while and just, just chill. He was like, okay. But yeah, that freaked me out. It had me thinking like, something was behind me or something was in the room with me.
Yeah, cats, they like a medium, in between our world and the spiritual world, so to speak.
Right. And I'm thinking like the cat was seeing something that I couldn't see, and it really freaked me out. And I was really freaked out because, I've been watching your show lately, and, I know about the, some spiritual things, but, I'm new to it. So I'm not, too familiar with it. And it just really freaked me out. It had me like, whoa, like I got to get out of this room by myself and go in here with somebody, get around somebody,
I feel you. I don't blame you, but I appreciate you calling. Thanks for calling.
That's what's up.
All right.
That's what's up.
Peace.
All right.
Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck. Spooky Hours. State your name. Where you calling from?
Peace, King. Man, hey, look, this is Chris
King.
from Detroit, man.
What's happening? You on the road?
Yeah, man. I'm about to pull over right now because I didn't even think I was gonna get through, man. And I gotta pull over and tell you this, man.
Yeah,
I've
pull
been trying
over.
to call for about a month now.
Okay, pull over. Roll up your windows.
I might pull over right now.
Yeah.
I pull right. I got an iPhone too, bro. I ain't got no.
Yeah. Nah, it don't sound bad. It don't sound bad. Just roll up your windows if you can.
Okay,
there
I got
go.
it.
Yeah.
I'll pull it over.
Take me on speaker if you can. Take me on speaker. You got me speaker? Or?
No, I ain't got you on speaker, man.
All right, you good. You good, my brother.
Hey, I appreciate you answering my call, bro.
No problem, my brother.
And
real quick, let me say something to the room. Pound that like button. Shouts to Dream Faith in the room. Shouts to the moderators. Hit up the Cash App, the super chat. All right, pound that like button. Let's get it. Let's get this joint trending. All right.
I really
Shouts
appreciate
to the
you,
earth
man.
in the room. I see you.
6 times just now. Okay. I don't know how spooky this is gonna be, but it's like it's real weird, and I do got evidence to show it.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Just take your time, my brother. Take your time. Go ahead. You good.
All right. Now, m.reck, what you came out with was out cold, like, because niggas, and I'm not gonna curse or nothing like that, but see stuff like this all the time, but we just don't know how to go about it, right? So back about 2012, right? I was on 12 and Mile. I'm from Detroit, right? I'm a nigga that grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I was taking my son to school. So
so you found the school? You found the school?
Huh?
You said something about a school. What you said about a school?
Yeah, I was taking my son.
Okay.
My son to school.
Okay.
Right? So we left from the condos, right? So listen, man. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this before. Before then, it was apartments right across the street, right? Now it's not. It's an army base. Okay. I listen. I put that on everything, man. Anybody from Detroit know this, right? So I'm rolling down the road, and I got my baby in. Well, he's in the seatbelt in the back seat. I see something real big in the street. I stop and I'm looking. I didn't hear my son get out his seatbelt, no nothing. And guess what? He was right next to my ear and said, "Dad, what is that?" I didn't hear this.
Say what?
I said, "What?" Man, bro, I could even, man, listen. It was the most weird. I said, I said, man, I don't know. He said, Dad, that's probably a blue wolf, and they glow at night. I'm like, nigga, what did you?
Hold on,
you know what I'm saying?
Your son said that?
He didn't even know what he was looking at.
Wow. Hold on.
So,
I gotta hit this button.
Okay.
Spooky. Let's get it. Keep going. Keep going.
So, and we look. It was so weird that it was too weird to even be scared of because we didn't even know what we was looking at. So I drove up now, bro. I swear, it was a car on the road right to the left. Nobody was in the car. I don't know if they walked into it because it looked like a portal. It was blue, right?
Wow.
So when we was driving up, it went into the like the forest. Cause you stay in them the condos right where the Meyer at, bro. Listen, it's on the Indian reservation. That's why when MUFON came over, they couldn't even go detect nothing. Cause I'm gonna tell you what happened after that. So when it sat down, it looked like it was in the shape of a diamond, and me and my son was just looking at it. We didn't even do nothing. We were just looking at it, and I said, "You ready, baby?" He said, "Yeah, I'm ready," and I just pulled off, right? So he said, "Daddy, that wasn't no blue wolf, was it?" Nigga, you know there was no blue wolf, but it's a kid. They trying to figure it out in their mind. Bro, listen. The next day, where that thing was, the trees bent in, and the trees that were standing, the leaves on the tips was burnt. And it's still like that to this day.
Wow. Wow. Did you take
and I'm so
pictures?
glad I was able to get my story out to you, bro.
Did you take pictures or video?
No, I could go over there and take a picture right now because it's still like that.
Yeah. I want to see that, my brother. That's spooky.
Yeah, because the trees is bent in, so whatever it was, it looked like it shot real quick. But in the summertime, the tips of the leaves was burnt, but the rest of the trees were standing up, but everything else was folded in.
Wow.
I never in my life seen that like that. I took my brother over there. He's like, "What was that?" What he said, "Man, how did that happen?" Man, I don't know. You know. Now I'm gonna take pictures of it for you. I'm gonna take it for you tomorrow morning, so you can see it in the day. Because I took somebody over there and they was like, "Nah, that's too weird. Like that's not even real." But when I was looking at it, it was so weird that we didn't even know what it was. Like to the point to be scared of, because it looked like pretty much I could have stepped out of my car and just walked into it.
Got you. But listen, I appreciate you calling. Good story. I'm gonna take the next caller. My brother, stay tapped in. All right.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you
peace,
so much,
bro.
man.
Salute.
Okay.
Peace. You now tuned into m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
They're Jeremiah. You know, I'm calling from Louisiana.
Jeremiah, what's happening with you, my brother? Salute.
Salute to you, shalom, shalom to everybody.
Shalom,
to you
shalom, shalom. Peace, and all that fly stuff. Talk to me, Jeremiah. What we got going on tonight?
So I got something recent for you.
Okay.
I got two recent things, but I can touch on what old boy just said. The video that I told you about the UFOs. There's one of those things he's talking about in the video. It speaks about it in Exodus. That I told you about the UFO. When the Most High came in the ships, it had burned the top of the mountain. It had left a mark on top of Mount Sinai when Moses went up there to go talk to him. That's why the people didn't want to go up the mountain. But to touch on my story, about a week ago, I was in here studying, doing what I normally do, and it came over me. It led me to Facebook. Well, the spirit is of a young man. He's missing. He's from Wisconsin. I ain't gonna say his name or his mother's name. but he wanted me to contact his mama. So it led me on Facebook to him, and I contacted one of his siblings. But when I told her what I was doing, she got spooked out and blocked me. So I doubled back down, went down through her page, and I found her mama. So I texted her mama, and I told him to go tell his mama to answer for me. Because it's like the first time that I did this, like the fourth time I have done this, but the first 3 people, they never answered me when people asked me to call them. So I called and let her know what he told me. He's not coming home no more. About a year ago, I was up late one night studying, and a spirit came to me, and it showed me while I was still up, a woman. She felt her son when he died. Something happened to him. His spirit went out to the world. He died, but she didn't know it. She felt him. She went outside. She felt her son. At the same time, I seen the police coming down the road to come tell her that her son wasn't coming home. Well, that vision that I had is this woman that I'm talking to. Her son, he's not coming home.
Wow.
At all. He's not coming home at all. The spirit led me to it and let me know. And even not understanding that there's something real spooky going on, and past spooky. It's beyond the realm of most of our understandings. And when spirits come into you after they done left their body, or you got old spirits jumping into people like your siblings, my own sibling. I had this happen a couple of days ago. My sister. So my sister in the flesh, she's not in the spirit. So she's a vessel for evil at times. A spirit jumped in her. The spirit attacked me in my own house.
Wow.
So you're not dealing with flesh and blood. You can't just look at people no more like that's your kids, that's your mama, that's your daddy, that's my homeboy, that's my girl. It ain't none of that no more. It's none of that no more. None of that. Last week, I tried to call and tell you this story. I stood outside in the cold for an hour and 30 minutes trying to call you to try to get this story out to whoever might be going through it. And they might have some understanding about what's going on in their house or what they seeing in their life. That's how serious it is about me trying to get this message out to my people and say them that they need to pick this Bible up. This is where I'm learning all this from. I'm not learning nothing from nowhere else but this book. I'm learning all this from the book. Everything that I spoke about to you in the beginning of your shows, people have doubled back down and just confirmed what I told you. But nobody paid attention to the poor man. They only paid attention to the rich man. So I want people to understand this. There's a lie going on, a big lie. And it's all about us. Them ships, that is our salvation. They are not going to let us leave here. Do y'all understand this? We are their money. We are their money. That gold and silver that's on the stock market, it's not backed by no gold and silver. It's us. We are the gold and the silver. They're not going to let their money go. You can see it happen. They done open up these portals, these other dimensions. They done let these beings, they done conjured up these beings. That book that you seen Biden have up there during his inauguration is not the Bible. It is not the Bible.
The earth was building on that. Keep building.
Yeah, I'm building on it right now. I'm doing a video on it, but I stopped what I was doing so I can call you. So, and so understand this, like this too. And the so-called remedy they got for the cooties, the cooties 19.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, my man.
Yeah, the Cooter's 19. It's robots in the vaccine.
Yep, that's a fact.
Robots.
I think they call it
so
nanobots or something like that.
This is what nanotechnology. Yeah. This is how these entities are getting into these beings. This is how entities are getting into people. They be calling your show. They was trolling. Them trolls is not what you think they is. At the time, they trolling, but there's something inside of them making them do what they do.
It's all good because listen, I'm strong spirited. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing gonna nothing can move.
No, but you need to understand. But you need to understand something about frequencies and vibrations. Your body is 70% water. Vibrations affect water. So therefore, if you got them headphones on your head or your phone in your hand, no matter, they can get into you that kind of way. So therefore, when I listen to this show, I put the phone on top of my Bible in my lap, so it absorbs the vibration. So therefore, if any one of the demons try to come on there and try to affect me, I'm not gonna get affected because I got my shield on me. See, this is how this works. You gotta understand how deep it gets. But that's all I want to call in and let you know, Sunday, that they got spirits talking to you. People need to start paying attention to what's out there in the universe. This is why they want you to get your hair cut. Your hair is antennas. It's ether 9 hair. Y'all look it up. It picks up frequencies and vibrations. Talking about long before they even get to you. Long before they get to you. So, man, shalom, barakadah, peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Kana. And consider. Grace and mercy be to my people. I love you, black folks. Y'all get y'all stuff together, you hear me?
Love is love, my brother. Have a good night. Shouts to Jeremiah. Always either got a spooky story. His voice is just spooky. I'm definitely, when I do this production, high level production, he's on deck. Trust me. Call me up. I miss your call. 310-598. There we go. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Mute your audio. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
First off, you're boring. You don't sound Nigerian at all.
Jeremiah just spoke on y'all. You know what I mean? let me get to these calls. That's the same number, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, that's the same number. Let me see. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Yeah, I think that was the same number. Them 606 numbers, I ain't gonna give them no wave today. Peace. You now tuned in to Spooky Hours with m.reck. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Blessings, m.reck. This is Malcolm.
Malcolm, what's happening, good brother? Salute. Blessings,
what's
my brother.
On?
What's going on?
You. How you doing?
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. You viral out there. You viral. The story.
Appreciate that.
With the ghost face with no face with the leather jacket.
Yeah.
Platinum out there, my brother. You platinum right now.
Still haunts me. It still haunts me.
Oh man.
Okay.
Talk to me, my brother.
I got a spooky story here. This happened in the year of 91. This was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
So,
let me talk to the people real quick. Pound that like button and nobody call for good at least. How long you need, Malcolm?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let Malcolm rock, please. Call at 10:40. Let Malcolm rock for a good 6-7 minutes. Yeah, Malcolm, you got it. You got the floor.
Okay, check this out. I know a lot of people who play with Ouija boards, but I knew these people that frequently played with it too much. too much. So this was in the year 1991. This was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I was in high school then. So I met a guy who had some relation to these guys. I think they were mixed. So I couldn't tell what was the relation, but they were related some kind of way.
Gotcha.
So I'm hanging out with him. We go by their house because we're like after school, we're walking around and we go by their house. And as we're approaching them in front of their parking lot of their house, it's like a duplex. We're laughing, we're joking. So I'm getting to know, new people in Milwaukee. And I was about, probably 16 at that time. And so as I approached their porch, there's a Ouija board sitting on the porch, like on a table with a chair. And the story was from the guys that they had creepy things happening in the house. Like I heard one of them saying that they were banging their head against the wall. And at nighttime, they see stuff and they was hearing stuff throughout the house. So as they gave us that introduction of that, I looked towards their screen door of their apartment. It's like a duplex, but I could see through their screen door. It was pitch black dark in there. You couldn't even see in there. It was so dark. But outside, it was sunny, bright. And so they were talking about
hold on, Malcolm.
certain things.
Hold on. Spooky. Let's get it, Malcolm. Keep going.
So you could tell, for me, I could tell and I could feel that something wasn't right about the darkness coming out that their home. You could see it. So anyway, we was about to get on the Ouija board and just play with it. I thought they were joking, but they were serious. But the guy, mom, runs out the door real quick. She said, "Wait a minute." She said, "I got to finish getting my lottery numbers." And so she sits down and she's getting her lottery numbers. Now, the story goes that she said that she was getting her lottery numbers from a 2-year-old baby who said that it died by drowning.
Wow.
And so she was getting like lottery numbers. She actually had a pencil and a pad writing down numbers. And so once she got her numbers, she left and went back in the house. So at that table where that Ouija board was at, we all just decided to play it all together because we were actually, I want to get on it. And, everybody was like, yeah, let's do it. And so as we get on it, you have to take that object, which is it's like a glass eye that touches each letter. You have to warm it up all together. Everybody touch it and put it into a circle of motion. How you warm it up. Once we warmed it up, we had somebody to take down the words so we can, find out what they were saying back to us. So we asked a question. We all asked a question, but the question I asked was, what was my name? What was my mother's name? What year was I born? And was we going to win that football game that Friday night? And so it told me that we were going to win that game. It told me my mother's name. It spelled it. Because it's like the guy is writing the letters down. And it spelled my name.
Wow.
Then he told me my year of my birthday. Okay. So
Hold on one second. Spooky. Keep going, Malcolm.
He turns around. The person that we was talking to on there, his name was Thomas. He said he died of a stroke. And he told us, this is where it got spooky at, to be careful who we talk to on the Ouija board. And we asked why. He said, because you don't know if it's a good spirit or a bad spirit. Now, I'm new to this.
And this is somebody on a Ouija board saying this?
Yeah, and about 5 of us had our hands on it. It was actually moving. Nobody was moving it. It was moving. As soon as we
started moving by itself?
All together, circle of motion. Yeah, and we started off. You have to warm it up in a circle of motion, like your hands touching it, your fingertips touching it, everybody's fingertips are touching it. So you go into a circle of motion, and all of a sudden you ask a question, and whoever comes through comes through. Now Thomas told us that you have to be careful because you don't know if you're talking to a good spirit or a bad spirit. And we all looked at each other, and so the question was asked back to Thomas was he a good spirit or a bad spirit? He never responded to us. And that's where it got scary at, because those guys was telling me that it was things going on in the house. They was laughing about it, like the noises and the bumping their head against the walls and stuff, and shadows that they were seeing in the house. I was hearing this. So as a year went by, their sister mysteriously passed away. They don't even know why. But what I'm about to tell y'all is like, I know why. Because when they started coming to my high school, they wasn't acting cheerful and had that brightness in their faces no more, like that live teenage look. They looked at pale or looked at just blank, like, and they wasn't friendly, like as in conversation wise. Because what I believe what happened was they started getting demonic attacks, started getting crazy with them because they would never let nobody come in their house. So their sister mysteriously passed away. Then when she passed away, the three brothers, all of a sudden, they became preachers, and they wasn't even in their 20s. Wow. It's like they changed their life. And I know why they changed it, because when they moved out that house, one day we went by their new house. And as I got into their yard, they had let all the grass grow up. The house looked just dark and spooky right there. It was bright outside, but you could tell that there was some negative, bad energy around that house in that yard, because I could feel it. I could tell. And so after their sister had passed away, they got saved. And my friend that introduced me to them, all of a sudden, he got saved. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. They stopped talking to me. They started like almost like hiding away, like staying in their home. They wasn't out, like hanging out with us no more. It's like everybody split up and went their separate ways. Like they wasn't hanging. And when you talked to them, you saw them, it was brief and short. It's like they didn't have no time to talk to you. It was something strange going on with them. And I know for a fact, because when that guy said that they had strange sounds in their house and they were laughing about it, and they said they were seeing shadows, they were joking about it. Their mom come running on the porch saying, "Wait a minute, before y'all play, let me get my lottery numbers." And she got her numbers and got up. Now, here's where it gets spooky at. When I turned 18, my mom gives me my birth certificate, my social security number. I go to the library to go get my library card. Well, I didn't have my birth certificate, but once I got my birth certificate mailed to me, Thomas told me, I'm not going to tell you what Thomas said, but my birthday is supposed to have been August the 12th, 1972. That's what my mom told me all my life until I got, 18, 19, and 20. But Thomas told me that my birthday was August 13th. But when I got my birth certificate, it said 13th.
Wow.
My mom told me the 12th, and I checked off what Thomas got wrong. He got my name right. He got my mama name right. We lost that football game. He got my birthday right. The date. My mom told me all my life the 12th. When I got my birth certificate, it was the 13th, and that's what Thomas said.
Damn. Hold on, Mom.
And that was a year, almost like a second year over.
Spooky.
And I thought about what he told me. Now, nothing strange happened around me, but there was some things happening with them, and they was not acting like young men no more. They were acting like fidgety. Like you could tell when they come to school, they wasn't themselves. They were acting weird. And when he said that they were hearing noises in the house and seeing shadows and doors opening within their bedroom, they was laughing about it. As I looked at them when they were saying that, I looked at their screen door and I noticed it was dark inside, but it was an unusual dark.
Wow.
Like
Malcolm, I'm gonna say this.
Weird.
Somebody in the chat room just said their birthday is August 13th, 1987. It's crazy. But keep going. Yeah, it's crazy.
And his sister mysteriously passed away. This one was told was that she was trying to I don't know how it was, but they said she was trying to reach for her asthma pump.
Mm.
And they said her asthma pump was up on the bed where it never was supposed to have been at, because she always faithfully carried her asthma pump with her. So that Ouija board that they were playing with put probably some type of evil around them. Like they were getting demonic attacks. It didn't happen around me, but the friend that introduced them to me, we were real close. All of a sudden he got saved. Right after they got saved, there was some weird stuff. They wasn't coming out the house no more. They were staying in the house more. They wasn't hanging outside like the way they was, as in young man, cheerful, laughing, joking, and you know how we guys act. They wasn't doing that no more. The blinds in the house stayed closed. It didn't even matter. The house inside their screen door had unusual darkness that you couldn't even see up in there. And as soon as they told me that they were hearing things in the house, I looked at their screen door and you couldn't see in there. Like I was feeling like something was like going on in their house. But why did I get on that Ouija board? Well, it was my first time. So about 5 of us was on it. It moved on its own. You warm it up and you ask it a question, it moves. And everybody got like real startled when it started moving. And so we just went with the flow with it.
I hear that. Yo, Malcolm. Wow. That's crazy. Now keep going if you got more, man. But that's crazy. Look, this is what we gonna do. Because it's people who keep calling. Call back in like maybe 30, 40 minutes or so. We're gonna get some other callers. That was another good one, as usual. You know what I'm saying? What you like, 6 for 6? I don't know how many times you called, but Malcolm,
I may be 6.
All right. So look, call back 30, 40 minutes. I appreciate you, my brother.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Blessings.
Okay. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. And this is Spooky Hours. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. This is Spooky Hours. Let's keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky. Peace.
Yo.
What's
good?
What's going on? What's good?
Yo, I'm calling from out of the Natty, man. So I grew up in this neighborhood called Forest Park.
Okay.
And, you know what I mean? When I was like, I don't know, it was the 3rd grade, however old you are in the 3rd grade.
Okay.
So I was adopted and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my parents, they was black. We lived in a little multicultural neighborhood. And every morning I'd go to school. I'd take myself to school, you know, 3rd grade. So, you know, my sister, she'll leave out and it'd just be me eating cereal or whatever, watching TV and shit like that. You know, my bad. I know we can't cuss.
You still cursing, yeah, no doubt. You gotta send something in, but go ahead, keep going. Just don't curse, go ahead.
Yo, that's the craziest thing, right? So I always thought the house was, you know what I mean, kind of scary or whatever, but I heard this, I was, when I was locked up back in the day, I heard about shadow people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you hip to that, but I used to listen to this show called The Orville Show. And I think I came in encounter with one of these so-called shadow people because I'm sitting down watching TV, and it's like a 3-floor house. It's upstairs, you know, and then a common floor, and then it's a basement. I'm sitting watching TV, and I can hear something coming down the stairs. So I'm like, damn, I thought my sister left already. So I'm like, yo, Denise, what you going to school? And I can hear this breathing and the footsteps getting louder. So I'm getting shook because, you know, I'm like, damn, well, what is that? You know, and I'm looking in the hallway, and I'm starting to see a shadow. So I jump up and I dip like, oh, nah, something ain't right because ain't nobody supposed to be there but me. You know what I mean? This is my routine every morning. So I get up, run out the house, bust through the fence, run up the street to a neighbor's house, beat on the door. I'm like, somebody in my house, right? They pulled me in. They like, you gotta calm down. What's going on? And I'm like, somebody in my house. They was just chasing me. I heard them breathing. And they were like, well, what they look like? I was like, I ain't seen them. I got out of there before they could get me. So they get me, hold me on the porch, make a call to the police or whatever. And then the police come and they like, you sure you heard something, this, that, and the other? And I'm like, yeah, like somebody is in there, man. So they go check the house and everything. And then they wait for the people to bring me over whose house I ran to. And then when we get over to the house, the officer like, it's clear, there's no one in the house. So we don't know what you saw or heard, but whoever may have been in there is not in there anymore. I promise you, man. This is the craziest thing. So I went to school as normal. You know, that's pretty much the story. But I went to school as normal. But, man, that day, I know for a fact, you know, reflecting back on what I heard about shadow people, but it probably was one of them joints in there for real.
Wow.
Straight up.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I'm glad you got out the house safe, man. Appreciate you calling, man. What's your name again?
Hey, man, I want to shout out your show, man, because y'all, you know, I be paying attention, and you know, a lot of people think it's outlandish or whatever, which I be talking about. But if you got good sense, man, you know what I mean, you could pretty much rationalize what y'all be saying. So just keep up what y'all doing and shit. This 513 Cincinnati, and we just giving a shout out, man. Stay up.
No doubt, my brother. Appreciate you calling. Salute. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck. Spooky hours. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Hey, m.reck, how you doing?
I'm good. What's your name?
My name is Johnny. I'm from Houston, Texas. Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Houston is very spooky.
I got this before that it really spooked me out as a kid.
Do me a favor. You got me on speaker? Because you sound far away.
A lot of people didn't believe me growing up with this story that I had. Can you hear me now?
All right. Just make sure you take me on speaker. I can hear you, but I'm trying to get you as clear as possible.
All right. You can hear me better?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. Yeah, I'm from Houston, Texas, but born and raised in Hitchcock, Texas.
Oh, okay. Houston's very spooky. Very spooky, but go ahead.
Growing up in Hitchcock, Texas, man, its country is small, but I was probably about around maybe like 14. My mom was like real religious. She kept the station on channel 14, and that was like a really religious station. All right. I remember laying in the bed. Now, my mama had a lot of dogs in the house, mind you.
How many dogs?
And, oh, wow, man. She had like a pet cemetery going on.
Hold on. You say your mom's had a pet cemetery?
No, what I mean by pet cemetery.
Oh, like she had a lot of dogs. So a lot, what, 6, 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And this one dog.
How the house smell? Like your mom's kept the house clean and all that? Because dogs, man, especially when you got a lot.
Heck of no.
What?
No, not at all. That's the way we went. But you have to think deeper into that.
Okay.
So if she had that many dogs in the house, then something wasn't right. If you get my meaning.
I got
you.
The
aura around the whole place just wasn't right. Now, as a little kid, I could always sense spirits.
I mean, just off the rip, the smell wasn't even right. But go ahead, keep going.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just nasty. I had to run away from over there.
Keep going.
And anyway, now, mind you, me and my mom, like the Clampetts used to lay in one bed together because that's just how it was. And it was kind of like a broke down house a little bit. And I remember closing my eyes, putting the covers over my head, because on the station with the TV that she had going all day and night, it was some creepy dude that called in that was demonic. And he was calling into the station and say, you know, y'all God don't have no power over me. You know, I am Satan, I am he, you know, and it was like you could hear several different voices in his call when he did call, and it scared me. So I put the covers over my head and was in the bed praying real hard. And then the next thing I know, when I felt like this heavy breath, you know how like you put covers over your head and then you just got the breathing part out, like your mouth and your nose?
Facts.
I had that. So you know how you feel something like breathing on you, right? Now, when I'm under the covers, I'm thinking, because he sent a picture of himself, of this man. He sent a picture of himself along with the audio tape. And he just looked messed up. And it was a drawing picture. So when I was up under the covers, I was praying, but I could still see this face of that picture in my head. So when I felt that breath, I pulled the covers off of my head. And there was that dog, my brother's dog, that had these human, realistic eyes. And I pulled the covers over, and it was like she was ready to bite my face off. Literally bite my face off.
So she was like growling and snarling and barking.
Yes. And not barking, but just growling like, you know, like and that close to me near the bed. So the only thing I knew
Dog was on demon time. Dog was on demon time.
Exactly. Exactly, like she was possessed.
What they call like a hellhound. Hellhound.
Yes. Most definitely. And it freaked me out because I was a young kid, like 14. So when I heard them in the background saying rebuke it in the name of Jesus, that's what I started doing. I was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, but I was scared of my heart. And apparently that dog knew I was scared of my heart because she didn't move. And I was like, you know what? It's me and you, dink dog. I'm like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Now you go get up out my room. And she retreated, but she didn't retreat the correct way.
So
she retreated backwards.
You gave the dog the good word. You hit the dog with the good word. Go ahead. Keep going.
And she retreated. Now think about it. Dogs retreat in another, they turn around and circle. She retreated backwards.
Oh,
and
word?
kept on me the whole time. Retreated backwards.
Hold on 1 second. Spooky. Yeah, keep going.
Hey, that's the end of my story.
That's the end of your story? Yeah.
I mean, I could go a little bit further, but you said hurry up, and I'm hurrying up with my story.
No. Go ahead, keep going, because it started getting real good. Once you said the dog started walking backwards, listen,
yes,
everybody in the room.
Backwards.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. So it was another time where, you know, I told my brother about it. And he was like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about after that. And I'm like, nah, your dog is all messed up in the head. Your dog messed up in the head. I don't know what's wrong with it, but she messed up.
So the dog started moonwalking.
Backwards.
Backwards.
So, yeah. So the next time, you know, I'm walking through the living room. This dog got him laying down, like he's laying down on the couch, but she's on top of him, growling like, you know, if you the master of a dog, that dog listens to its master.
That's a fact.
He could not get her off of him whatsoever. So I'm like, you didn't believe me. That's all you, bro. I'm going to my room.
So you left him with the dog over him like that?
That's it.
Yo,
that's his dog.
Yo, you foul for that one. You left.
But this is how her life ended. Actually,
you left that demon dog over your brother. You said that was your brother, right?
That's my brother.
And you left the demon dog over him like that,
right?
Wow.
I mean, he made it out, right? So hey, look, I seen somebody say moonwalking.
Somebody said Cujo. You left Cujo with you over your brother like that? You foul for that
man. Hey, I told him about it. He didn't believe me. So guess what? He found out. But this is how her life ended. Okay, apparently, because a lot of people thought she had like what's that stuff when they start foaming at the mouth and stuff? Rabies.
Oh, rabies. The dog.
Yeah,
You talking
they
about the
thought
dog?
She had rabies, but she didn't have rabies because I knew she didn't have rabies. I knew she was possessed.
Got you.
So check out Houston, Texas. You'll find out a whole bunch of spooky stuff around Houston. Not Houston, Texas. Hitchcock, Texas. You'll find out a whole bunch of
that's spooky
stuff.
within itself. Hitchcock. Matter of fact, ain't it like a Alfred Hitchcock? Alfred Hitchcock. Like, is he like a author or something like that, or movie producer?
Yeah, he was
like
the creator of the movie Birds. And something else. He was into that occultic world. We know about Alfred.
Yeah.
But yeah, we call it Hitchcock, with the cock in there.
I don't know if I
but
can
let
do
me
that,
tell you
but
how
you
her
got it.
life, I know somebody else said they wouldn't pronounce that either.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not going to get that. You got it.
This is how her life ended. Look, somebody say name, Hitchcock, spooky, as, most definitely. But this is how her life ended. And it was crazy because I was looking out the window. And she was just a rabid dog. I knew she didn't have rabies. I knew she was possessed. So a neighbor came over come over there to get his cows or his chickens, whatever he came over there for, because it was a farm town. And he came onto our property. And he pointed the rifle right at her head. I'm telling you, right at her head, and shot her. And she still tried to come at him. Okay? That's how I knew she was possessed. Because he shot her and she was still trying to attack him.
Hold on.
Until he shot at her again.
Oh,
and she went down after that.
Wow. That's a sad story, but at the same time, if the dog was possessed, I guess that's the way he had to get blessed.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
That was a good story.
And she was still attacking him.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. What's your name again? Johnny. Now, that's your real name or that's a nickname?
No, my mama named me Johnny. I ain't gonna tell you the middle name. You figure that out. If I say the Clampett, figure that out.
Johnny Blaze? Like, what's your middle name? I don't know.
No, what was Ellie Mae's name? What was Ellie Mae's name?
Ella Mae?
Oh, I just told you Ella Mae. Dang. But yeah, my name is Johnny Mae.
Johnny Mae. Wow. Johnny Mae.
I just go by Johnny.
How you spell Johnny?
Johnie, the girl way.
Okay, the girl way. Johnny Mae.
Correct. Look at him. Somebody say Johnny Mae. Don't say that out loud. Don't say my name. No, don't say my government. But anyway, God bless. And I love y'all.
All right.
God bless.
Love is
Peace
love.
out.
Appreciate you. All right. Peace.
All right. Bye.
Shouts to Johnny Mae. Good story. Peace. You're now tuning in. Mute your audio. Mute your audio.
All right.
Mute your audio, please.
Audio?
Yeah. Anytime you call the show, have the audio muted, please.
Huh?
All right. He got to call back. Peace. You're now tuned into m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get it.
Hey, it's Ebony.
Hey, Ebony.
It's the moderator.
Oh, Ebony, what's happening with you? Ebony.
Hey, I just wanted to call in and tell my story.
Oh yeah, you finally calling in to tell your story. Wow. Hold on, let me get.
Yes.
Hold on. 1 second. I got something for you. Hold on 1 second. I think I got. Make sure. Hold on 1 second. Gotta get it right. Oh, it ain't working. Hold on. Let me see. Is it this one? No, it's. I got something for you. Hold on. Ebony, first time calling up, telling her story, y'all. Let's give her a round of applause, y'all. Come on.
Yes, I love it. So this was like 2019, and I was in the hospital because I got really, really sick after giving birth to my twins. So yes, I was on medication. I'm not going to lie about that part. I was on heavy meds, but this experience is so real for me. While I was in there, I felt myself like dying, and it was like I didn't want to face it. so I wouldn't pray. I was like, if I start praying, that's going to make it so real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the priest came and was like giving me, I guess, what it would be like what we call our last rites. And I still wasn't praying. I was like, nope, I'm not going to face it. And my doctor came and was like, look, you're going to have to pray. You're going to have to do something because I'm giving you these antibiotics and it's not working. It's failing. And you basically look like you have cancer or something. That's how bad and sick I was. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to pray. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to pray. So then being stubborn, you know. And so finally, I had an experience where what I interpret as Jesus came visit. And Jesus told me, and Jesus put out his hands, almost like, you know, the Matrix movie. And it was literally like, do you want the red pill or the blue pill? And, you know, like, do you want to go right or left? He said, I can take you now. And I was like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. You know, I don't want to die. You know, I want to see my twins. I want to go home. And he was like, so you want to go right or left? And I was like, I want to stay. I want to stay. I don't want to go. And he said, good, because you weren't going to go where you thought you were going to go.
Wow.
So he basically was telling me I was going to go to hell. And he said,
hold on
I
one
was like,
second,
well,
Ebony.
why?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Spooky. Let's get it. Keep going.
Very. And he said, you weren't going to go where you thought you were going to go. And I was like, well, why? What did I do? I'm a good person. I'm sweet. He said, because you counted on man too much instead of calling on me. You're calling on the doctors. You're calling on your mama. You're calling on your brother. They can't save you. Only I can. Yep. And that is my story.
Wow. That was spooky. Wow. That's real.
Wasn't that spooky?
Yeah, real life spooky. Like, and you just.
No, it's real life. Like, this really did happen. And it's like, I'll tell anybody. I'm like, look, you got to believe in something. Believe in something. Because, I mean, that was my experience. Like I said, I was on medication, but that was like the realest thing that ever happened to me in my life.
And this was after you had the twins or during the time you?
Yes, this was right after I had the twins. I contracted MRSA, you know, from being in the hospital. So I'm allergic to antibiotics. So everything was failing. Like, wow. I don't know what happened.
I'm allergic too. I'm allergic to penicillin.
Yeah, like all the penicillin, amoxicillin, like everything. So everything was failing. And so it wasn't until I prayed that, you know, God spared me. Yep.
Well, bless you. Bless you and them babies and your husband and all that, your whole family. You know, peace and blessings.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I appreciate you.
I will call in again because I have another story on the flip side.
Okay, definitely, definitely. I'm glad you finally got the guts to call because you said you was. I know you DM me and I think you put it in the comments like over the course of the time that you had a story, but you were scared to call up. I'm glad you finally got the guts to make that call. It was a good story too. Good story. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And I love this show. It's so original.
Thank you.
I hope you keep coming with the good content. It's so good. I love that I have a wrench for your show.
Thank you all day. And I appreciate you holding me down with them you know, being a moderator and all that. You and Dream Faith. You're doing a great job. Appreciate y'all. All right, God bless you.
And a shout out to my sister Amina.
Oh yeah, peace to the earth all day. Peace to the earth, Amina. Salute. So,
all right,
Ebony,
m.reck, I'm gonna let you go, but you know, thank you for listening to it.
Oh, all day, anytime. All
right,
all
bye.
Right, Ebony, peace. Shouts to Ebony. She's a moderator too. Mute your audio.
What's going on, bro?
Peace. I'm good. Mute your audio, my brother.
What's up, bro?
I'm good.
What's up, bro?
Mute your audio. You gotta mute your audio. You gotta mute the audio.
Huh?
Mute your audio. I can hear myself. Peace. Peace. You now tuning to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Mute your audio. Let's get spooky.
Seth Rogen. Fuck.
Peace. This is m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
This is Miss P. Bundy, and I'm calling from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What's your name?
I'm Peggy.
Peggy. Talk loud on the phone, Peggy. Talk directly in the phone. I can't hear you. Kind of low.
I'm talking directly on the phone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you kind of low. Raise your voice up if you can. The people, they want to hear you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's get it, Peggy. You sound.
It's kind of piggybacking off of her story.
Okay.
When I was like 16, I was laying in a bad sleep, and one night I was awoken by something. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't talk. All I could do was just open my eyes, and I felt like a heavy presence just laying on top of me. And I was trying to call out for my mother. I was trying to call out for somebody to just come and help me, but no one could hear me. I couldn't speak. And tears started rolling down my face, but it was like steam coming off my body. So all of a sudden, my body just erected up off the bed, and I was just moving through the house. Where we lived at, it was a cemetery on the other side of the church. So as I was moving through the house, through the bathroom, you could see a light coming off of one of the graves. And something was telling me to go sacrifice my body on this grave.
What?
And before I knew it, I was just woken up out of that trance, and I just started crying and praying, and I went and called our pastor, and he told me everything I had been doing with my friends, and asked me, was I going to serve God or was I going to serve the devil? And that was my time to decide on what I was going to do. It's time to become an adult. And I've been serving God ever since.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. That was
I'm getting the chills right now. Every time I think about it, or I talk about it, I get the chills. I mean, the chills just go through my body.
Yeah, you just.
So I just wanted to share my story.
Yeah, that was a good one. I appreciate you calling, Peggy.
Alrighty, have a good day. I'll be back.
Have a good one. All right, no problem. Thank you. Peace. You're now tuning to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Mute your audio. Let's get it. Peace.
Yeah. This Tom Brady. You know, we just beat Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying, man? Just want to tell y'all that's spooky.
No doubt, family. Salute. I appreciate it. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Yes. My name is Terrell, and I'm calling from Indianapolis.
No doubt, Terrell. Salute to the whole Minneapolis. I can never get that damn state right. I always slip up, but salute to you.
Yes, it's Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, Indianapolis. Okay.
Yeah, Indiana. Yeah.
You got it. I always jack that up. You got it. Yeah. Tell your story, my brother.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'm kind of this is my first time. I'm kind of nervous and everything. So.
Nah, it's all good. Take your time and take me on speaker if you could. Take me on speaker. I want to hear you clear.
Oh yeah, I got you.
And talk directly to the phone. There you go. Sound much better.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my story starts back in 2008. I just got fired from Walmart, and it was around June the 13th. It was a Friday the 13th.
Damn, you got fired from Walmart? Damn.
Yeah, I just got fired from Walmart, and it was Friday, June the 13th, and I was depressed and stuff. And I was like, dang, man, I just lost my first job. I was doing good.
So before you get into the story, how did you know you got fired? Did your manager call you in and just say, yo, you terminated? Like how? Give me that story real quick before you go into the spooky story.
Well, the weird thing is,
you got fired on your day off.
She was Hello?
Yeah. I said you got fired on your day off on a Friday, but the movie Friday. I'm just joking.
No, it wasn't my day off, though.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
I actually went into work. I went into work and he told me you terminated.
Oh, damn.
You
you didn't even you just got in and he just fired you on the spot, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I was but the weird thing is, since you asked that, when I was at Walmart, I met this little Hispanic girl. She was really cute and stuff. And there was these voices. They was telling me, they said, you need to talk to her. You need to talk to her. I didn't understand at first. And I was like, no, I ain't talking to her.
What?
And they said, if you don't talk to her, you will regret it for the rest of your life. So I went over there and talked to her. I was like,
voices from
it was really loud too.
Voices from where? In your head? Voices in your head, or where the voices come from?
It was like all around me. They was like, oh, you will talk to her. You're gonna talk to her.
Wow.
They said if you do not talk to her, you will regret it for the rest of your life. So I went to go and it scared me for us. It really scared me. It was really loud. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go see what she's about. And I am nervous, so
Nah, it's all good. Now you're doing good. You're doing good. Keep going.
I went to go talk to her, and when we looked at each other, you ever heard of that saying, "Love at first sight"?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's real. Because when we looked at each other, we couldn't stop staring at each other. And I was like, dang, did she put a voodoo witchcraft spell on me? And they said, no, just talk to her. And I was mind blown. She was mind blown. We couldn't stop looking at each other. And I put my hand on her heart, and she put her hand on my heart, and our heart was beating at the same pace.
Hold on.
And our breath was.
You put your hand on her heart? I mean her breast.
Yeah, over her heart, and she put her hand over mine. And it was beating at the same time, and it was freaking me out. And I was like, "Is this voodoo? Is she putting voodoo on me?" And they said, "Ask her who." And they said, "Ask her who Anarblo is." I said, "Who is Anarblo?" And she almost got up and ran out the break room. And I was like, "Dang!" I said, "Hold on, calm down." But long story short, she did. They was telling me everything about her history and stuff, and they was saying she needed help, but she got fired, and I couldn't help her. And that's when they told me, you better help her or you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Wow.
And long story short, I got fired. And I was sitting and I was in the house. I was depressed. I was like, dang, man, I can't believe I got fired like that. And I was just watching ghost documentaries. This is the crazy part. I was watching ghost documentaries and stuff like that. I was depressed. And I was like, man, I'm just ready to get out of here. Man, I said, this stuff ain't real. I said, there ain't no God. There ain't no ghosts and demons and angels. And I was in the pitch black. I used to sleep in pitch black. And then the next day, Friday the 13th, 2008, June the 13th, I was watching TV, and I was like, "Damn, there ain't no such thing as ghosts. There ain't no such thing as demons." And I heard a faint. It was a real faint voice, and it said, "Terrell Leo Gray Jr. the Second. Look at me." And I was like, "What the heck?" I thought it was my voice. I thought it was like my subconscious or something. I thought I was tripping.
Where you heard this at though? It was in your head again?
It was. Yeah, it was in my head. I thought I was tripping. And I was like, what is that? And then I ignored it. And it said, look at me. You think I'm fake? I was like, what the heck is that? So I'm looking around and I don't see nothing. And it's pitch black. So I'm thinking it has to be my subconscious. I'm like, maybe it's just me. I said, maybe I'm just thinking it. And then I seen a blue light flash real fast. I thought it was a car going by. I was like, what the heck? And I turned and looked. And I seen this face. You know how like those computer screens in the early thousands, and you can see your reflection on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's how I was. I was looking at that, and I saw the blue light reflecting off the computer screen, and I was like, "Oh, it must be a car." But before I could turn and look at the TV again, I saw this face morph inside the computer screen, and it was like demonic looking. And he said, "And you're gonna think I'm lying," but he was like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm real." And then he started. He literally started.
He called you a nigga too? Wow.
Well, he didn't say nigga, but he was like, yeah, I'm real. He was like, I'm real. That's what he was saying.
Oh wow.
He was like, I'm real. Yeah, he was like, I'm real. And then I came to, I almost blacked out. When I got up, I was like, no. I said, I'm tripping. And he kept shaking his head like, yeah. And he was morphing in the computer screen and stuff. And I felt this big, huge presence next to me. It was like he was humongous. And it felt like he was like towards the ceiling and stuff. It was like huge. And something was telling me, don't run, don't be afraid. But I was like, but I'm in the pitch black and I'm feeling this huge, gigantic thing looking down on me, and his face morphing in the computer and stuff. So I'm like, so I start walking towards the stairs real easy, like, and then I can feel him walk behind me. I can feel the ground like moving behind me. I'm like, dude, something is behind me. And that's when I got freaked out and ran up the stairs, and it jumped up on me, and I started screaming. And I walked up to my mother, and she was upstairs at the time. She was asleep. And my mother, my brother, they thought somebody was breaking in the house. And they were like, what's going on? What's going on? And then they said they saw the look on my face, and they got scared. And I reached out my hand towards my mother's throat, and I was almost about to squeeze her. And she threw my hand away, and my whole body just started shaking and stuff. And that's when my brother went downstairs, and he was looking around, and he said, dude, ain't nobody here. I was like, man, I know what I saw. And but long story,
hell of a story, bro. Man, this thing, you took me to Walmart, up and down the stairs, through the basement, the attic. You took me through the whole house into Walmart. Man, hell of a story. Demon time, all that, computers, all that. Crazy.
Yeah, and that's and it was it was a family member. She told us she called and told me what to do, how to get rid of the entity and stuff. She said just read Psalms 23, I believe it was. And over time it did subside, but I kept shaking. I was shaking for like 2 weeks straight because my mind was shook, my consciousness was shook because I couldn't believe what I saw. Like I saw this thing morphing in the screen, and I believe it came out the computer too. It was morphing and stuff. And I'm like, what? Am I tripping? And that's when my brother went, when I went upstairs and I was screaming and stuff because the entity was in me. It was, my whole body was shaking. My brother and my mother went downstairs. They was looking. They was like, oh, somebody must have broken the house, but they didn't see nobody. So when I realized that blue light wasn't in the computer screen no more, I knew it wasn't just no reflection and like that. I knew that had to have been real because when I went back downstairs to look at the computer screen, that blue light was gone. So that's how I knew, oh no, that was something paranormal. That
Crazy,
was paranormal.
my brother, man. Good story, man. Appreciate you calling, man. What's your name again?
Terrell.
Terrell, man. Thanks for calling, man. Tap in for the next show.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Peace. You're now tuning in to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Yo, Vaughn, Osama.
What's going on, fam? How you?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. You know what I mean? I'm just scared to go back to probably 15, 16 years ago.
Okay,
you know
take me off speaker if you could, because you sound far away.
Huh?
You sound far away. Take me off
speaker. You want
speaker.
me to take it off the speaker?
Yeah.
I'm taking it off the speaker right now. So, you know what I mean? It's probably 15, 16 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm sitting in the crib by myself. My daughter's mom, she take the kids down to Florida. So I'm sitting there, with my arms over my chest, but like the X-Men, you know what I mean? Got my arms over my chest and sitting there on the couch. And then all of a sudden I fade away and go to sleep. So when I go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? I wake up like a couple minutes later and I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness, I can't move. I'm just looking, you know what I mean? I got my eyelids are open and I'm seeing what's going on, but I can't talk and I can't move. You know what I mean? That's what these people is talking about. A couple of people, you know what I mean? It was a female talking about the man in the black hat or the Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here and I can't move. And I'm like, yo, I can't move. But my lips ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? So then this thing, you know what I mean? I feel it. It feel like, you know what I mean? If you're ceiling, say I stay in Delaware, you know what I'm saying? So our ceilings might be
Delaware is
6
spooky,
to 8 feet.
by the way. Delaware is
yeah,
spooky.
yeah. You know what I mean? I live across from the Air Force Base.
Oh,
so I know we got the biggest mortuary on the East Coast.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that just takes it a little further right there if you want to get on spooky.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
That's
spooky. Yeah, keep going though.
Right. So you know what I mean? So then, you know what I mean, it felt like a being about 8 feet tall, you know what I mean? Like shaking. You know what I mean? So it's picking me up from the back. But it felt like them fingers from the Grim Reaper. So I go on to sleep. This is where we get going to this dog stuff.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So then I see a man, he got 2 dogs. He got a gray pit, if you want to call it blue, on the left side. Then on the right side, he got a German Shepherd. The German Shepherd is sitting there with his tongue out, wagging his tongue. You know how they look when they're happy. He on some happy stuff. So then on the left side of him, the pit is barking at me. You know what I'm saying? We can take that to another dream. So then they pull me out of the dream, you know what I mean, whatever it was. Now, mind you, I'm going to give you some realness.
So hold on. You lost me for a little bit. Is this a dream or this is reality? Like I'm lost.
No, I'm in the subconscious. You ever heard of riding a witch's broom or sleep paralysis?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm in that state, but I'm in the dream, but I'm in the sleep paralysis because I don't really know what's going on.
Okay.
So then, you know what I mean? I got a pint of Parmesan, but it's in the freezer. Now, mind you, I was sipping on this before I went to bed. You know what I'm saying? It was a half pint. In my dream, I go get this half pint, and I see 26, the number under the bottle. All right,
man.
So it takes me somewhere else away from the door.
Half pint of what? What was you drinking on?
I was drinking on Parmesan. It was a half pint, but it had.
That's that
cheap
shit. I ain't gonna hold
numbers
you.
On the bottle.
Parmesan. That's that cheap shit. That's that cheap shit. That's like that cheap Henny.
That's the cheap. Yeah. That's the cheap thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it had 26. It had 26 under the bottle.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So then this dark. They call it the man in the black hat, or I see it as the Griefer or the man in the black hat. If you go on YouTube, you can Google it. You know, I ain't trying to promote them, but you know. But anyway, so it takes me into the kids' room. Her oldest daughter's where she took to Florida. My daughter's mom. So she took them down to Florida. So I'm in this room and I'm hanging up. I'm like, yo, let me go. Now, mind you, I wake up 3 a.m. So it's like 3. You know, that's them creepy hours, spooky hours. 3 and 4 is them fucked up hours. I mean, excuse my language. That's them hours that, you know what I mean, it get real spooky. So I wake up out of my dream, the sleep paralysis. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the freezer and I see, you know what I mean? I'm getting out of my dream, go back to the freezer and I see the Parmesan bottle. I look under it and guess what it was? Same numbers I seen when them 2 dogs were sitting there. You see what I'm saying? 26. You feel where I'm coming from? So them dogs, and then I go like a week or 2 later, I find one of my Muslim brothers. I can't remember his name. You know what I'm saying? So I find one of him. I'm like, yo, what is dog mean in your dream? You know what I'm saying? And he like, yo, if it's a rowdy dog, he on greed. You know what I'm saying? If it's a happy dog, they on some, you know, some silent type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, and I go to Janae's down here in Dover, Delaware, you know what I mean, to the barbershop, you know what I mean, talk to Muslims, talk to whoever got their mind open, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like this. It's riding the witch's broom, but it's so scary when, especially if you're sitting there by yourself at night or daytime and it happens to you. It's so creepy. It's scary. You be like, yo, I don't even want no part to do with it, especially if I'm asleep and I'm at home by myself. You know what I'm saying? m.reck, do your thing, man. BK, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
straight from DOB, Dover, Delaware. Most time, and I'm out. I'm going to hit you up, man. I'm going to let you know what's going on, man.
All right, family. Salute, man. Be easy on that Paul Mousson, all right? Peace. My man, all right? That's my man. He was sipping on that bum juice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, mute your audio.
Yeah.
Mute your audio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please mute your audio. Turn it all the way down. All the way down. Turn it all the way down, please. There you go.
Yes, sir.
My man was sipping on that bum juice. Let's get it. Peace. What's your name?
Ruth Bird.
Say it again.
Ruth. Ruthless.
Ruthless? All right, let's go with Ruthless. That's what we're going to go with.
Yeah, let's Ruthless.
Okay, where you from?
All right. I'm originally from Germany.
German, very spooky. I was out there.
Yeah, I'm an Army brat.
Woo, Germany, whole different kind of spooky.
Yes,
I was
an
out
Army
there.
brat.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's get it. Ruthless. Talk that army talk.
All right.
Let's get it. You sound like you was in the army too.
Huh?
You sound like you was in the army too.
Yes, sir. Ich liebe dich.
Yes, sir.
That's in German. I love
At
you.
ease, soldier. Let's get it.
I'm talking German to you.
At ease. At ease, soldier. Let's get it. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you my story. I want to say at the age of I want to say I was either 8 or 9 years old.
I remember digging up. I was digging, playing, back in the days we played with sticks and sword fighting, or we just dig in the dirt, or, hula hoop or whatever. We're not playing these video games like they do now. So I'm out in the yard. I dig up something, and it's a skull. And it happens to be, I want to say, a dead cat skull. This is what I'm remembering. I'm 56 now, but this is what I'm remembering. And this was when I was living in Colorado, because we moved so much that, like, 7th grade, I went to 4 different schools. 9th grade, I went to 3 different schools. Like, I moved so much that you could never have a best friend. You see what I'm saying? Gotcha. So you could never tell nobody really your true secrets, because you would move again. Okay, so I seen this cat or whatever, and I don't know if that was like the first time that I realized about death, because when I was younger than that, when I would watch a movie and I would see people die, I really thought they died in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's a child's mentality. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking they're an actor or whatever. And when they die, you just like, oh my God, they're dead. So I would be always praying for the good person. And I'd be so upset, but I'm not realizing it's just a movie on TV. It sounds crazy now, but
Nah.
Okay.
That was good acting. A lot of times they die so good in the movie, you thought they died in real life. I mean, look, people still think like that. Like, people got their favorite TV shows and they hate when their favorite character die. You know what I'm saying? They can't get over it. Some people still saying ghosts gonna come back from power. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Okay, but it should be where we shouldn't figure out the movie. But once you get enlightened, you figure out the movie, and you don't even want to watch it because you already know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's how they are now. But okay, so my mother, this is coming from my mother telling me what happened, and she's from Germany. She's originally from Germany, and my father's from Kentucky.
Okay.
But anyway, we're in Colorado at the time. I remember it. I still can remember. I dug up this skull, and it was a cat skull. And I don't know if that put something in me. I got scared or whatever. So I go to bed. And I don't know if it happened then, but I do remember my mother saying that I started screaming. Like, I started screaming and hollering and hollering and hollering. And I kept hollering, the cross. And she was like, I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about. But, and she would like just literally lay there and hug me until I go back to sleep. Okay. But I do remember, I felt like I was in a grave and worms was crawling. Like, decomposing, and there's worms up my legs, and I could feel them.
Oh man.
I literally could feel them. So when I'm smacking them.
Now, where are you at now when all this is happening? Where are you?
I'm in bed sleep.
You in bed sleep, and it feel like worms is crawling up your leg, and you feel like you in the dirt.
My blanket, I would kick it off or whatever.
You had a lot of grit in your bed or something. Did you have a lot of grit in your bed? Did you dust your feet off before you got in the bed? Because I'm trying to understand why you feeling like you got worms and dirt on your legs and all that. But yeah, continue on. You had a lot of grit in that bed.
Look. We had to take a bath. We was on a schedule. You know how them army men, and my dad was like a sergeant. So we had to do attention at the end of the bed and did like a bed check.
Oh, so you did a bed check before you got in the bed, but it still felt dusty.
Bed check. He wanted to make sure we fixed our bed.
Got you. You ain't had no bed bugs and not like that, right? You ain't had them bed buggies.
We ain't sergeants or whatever, but we had to make our quarter bounce off the damn bed, and we kids.
Got you.
Okay. So literally, I remember that feeling. I'm glad to this day I don't have that, but yeah, it would feel like worms, and I could see them, but I couldn't get them away or whatever. So that happened one night, and then my mother told me The next night, I screamed again, the cross, the cross, the cross. I just kept hollering for the cross. It happened for the second time. And then the next night, like I was like fighting my mother. I did it for like the third night. And my mother my mother had a big cross in her hallway. You know how like our American families, we have like a cross, and you might have, well, she had I think it was a picture of Jesus and Mary. Yeah, it was it went as a set. But she took that wooden cross off and nailed it up over my bed. And she told me as soon as she done that, I stopped. And I never had like a bad dream again. Like ever. But I'm telling you, when I'm talking about these worms, like they were literally eating me, and I could see them eating me, and I felt them eating my flesh, but I wasn't dead. You know what I'm saying? And dusted, you're literally decomposing. But I felt that as a child at like 9, 8 years old.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then one more. Do I have a little more time?
Well, I got to get to another caller because they calling in crazy. But I appreciate you calling. Ruthless, call again for, maybe tonight, or if not, Spooky Hours 11 next Sunday. Next Sunday, we do this every Sunday. This your are you subscribed to the channel? Are you subscribed, or this is your first time tapping in?
Yes, sir. I'm subscribed to you and Amina. Big time.
I appreciate you, Ruthless.
I'm trying to wake my family up, but all I can do is just tell them what I can tell them.
It's all good. They can hear the rebroadcast. Let play the rebroadcast for them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me tell you one more time. Ich liebe dich. I love you.
Love is love. I don't know what that means, and it sounds spooky, but love is love. On that note, take care.
All right. It was just in German that I love you. That's all.
Oh, okay. Love is love. I appreciate you. Love you too.
All right. You take care, man.
All right. Take care.
You.
Peace. You're welcome. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name. Where you calling from?
What's good, m.reck? My name is Vaughn. Calling from VA.
Vaughn, what's happening with you, man? Stand next to the window. Your phone is starting to get a little staticky. I don't know. You know how we do. We start roasting niggas with those Fisher Price phones. You come over here with the Fisher Price, you gonna get it.
Get roasted tonight, man. How I sound now?
You next to the window?
Yes, sir.
All right, you sound a little better. I ain't gonna hold you. Still got a little fuzz on it, but I'm gonna let you rock though. Maybe that's just your phone. Right. You dropped it mad times.
Yeah,
probably.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
All right, go ahead, my brother.
Man. But man, I know a couple people already called in tonight talking about the sleep paralysis and
it's all good. Everybody got their own story. Everybody got their own story. Go ahead, continue on, my brother. Speak.
Yeah, all right. So, man, this giving me chills just thinking about it, bro. This happened back in 2009, the fall of 2009. I was 19 at the time, and I was sleeping in my bed, bro. And one of my walls was painted black. So when people say they sleep in pitch black, I was in pitch black, bro. So this particular night, it was just me and my little brother. It was me alone in my room. My little brother was in the next room down the hall. My mom wasn't there at the time. She was like spending the night at her boyfriend because we was old enough to just chill at the crib by ourselves. So I remember I'm laying on my right side. My knees, it's I'm kind of like in a crouch position, laying on my side, and my hands is together underneath my cheek. And all of a sudden, I wake up out of my sleep and I feel like I'm halfway in, halfway out my body. I can't move. I can't talk. I'm trying to yell for my brother. I'm trying to yell for help. This is no cap, man.
Hold on. You say your hands is on your cheek?
Like my hands, you know how you laying down at night and your hands is sort of like propped up underneath your cheek just to prop your face up. Just to hold your face up.
Okay. Because when you said cheek, man, it got spooky. I'm thinking you talking about the other cheek. So I was about to say, you called the wrong show. When you said cheek, I'm like, this ain't the fun boy hour, but you know what I mean. But
nah, never that.
Okay, continue on.
I got my hands underneath my face, and I can't move. I'm trying to concentrate on moving my hands, like separate my hands, just try to move a finger or something. So there's a small fan at the foot of my bed, and it's blowing air, and I could, bro, no lie, this is how I knew I was sort of like outside of my body. The breeze was coming through me. It felt like my body was a honeycomb. It felt like it was just moving through me. And there was a light that appeared where the door was, but the door was closed, and it was just floating there for a split second. Every time I would glance at the light with my eyes, my body still stuck. I can't move. Every time I would glance at the light, I would feel this like this pressure, this sensation on my head, almost like I'm being like pulled under like a water-like force. And I do that for about 2 or 3 times. And I stopped looking at the light. And bro, no lie, my door, I don't know, I can't really explain this part, but the door is open and there's this shadowy figure darker than the wall that's painted black, bro. That shit was void black. It was skinny, and the head shape was odd.
Hold on.
I didn't feel.
Hold on. A skinny shadow.
A skinny. It was like a very, very, very bony shadow. Those shadow people, they say it come in different forms. And man, I was spooked. I was trying to logically break it down in my mind. Like maybe moms came home and she was just checking on me, looking into the room. Maybe my bro was going to the bathroom up, down the hall next to my room, and he was peeping in. I was trying to just think of anything logical, man. And a few moments later, I was able to free myself from that paralysis. But at that point, the shadow figure was already gone. I darted down the hallway, went into my brother's room, turned the light on. I shook him awake. I'm like, bro, was you standing there at my door? Was you standing at my door? He looking like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm sitting here sleeping. I'm like, where mom at? Where mom at? She not here. Man, I sat there with bawling crying, bro. Bawling crying. I couldn't understand what was going on, bro.
Wow. How old?
I couldn't understand what was going on.
About how old was you at that time?
I was 19. I was 19.
Damn, you grown man status. You was crying?
Bruh, I was trying to understand. I was trying to logically break it down and understand. But after that point, I did research and found out numerous other people was going through the same situation.
Got you.
And that wasn't the last time that.
But that's the first time I ever heard somebody said they had a crackhead shadow. You know what I mean? A skinny shadow. You know what I mean? But continue on.
No, yeah, that's facts, man. It was like, it looked like an alien. It was shaped like an alien body. I'm like, yo, what is that? I'm sitting there talking to myself, but I couldn't move. I'm like, yo, what is that? What is that? It's almost like I scared myself back to, like, I blacked out once I seen the shadow. Now I'm like, yo. And when I came to, I ran to my brother's room. But that wasn't the last time I was stuck in sleep paralysis. The next couple times that happened, it was several years apart, but I wasn't afraid. There was no shadows. It just always happened in the middle of the night. And if you ever experience it, you can feel, and it's like you can feel everything in the room, and it's like a vibration in the room, and you're a part of that. You're a part of that vibration, man.
Gotcha.
You if you ever experience it, you will never forget it, man. You will never forget it.
Gotcha.
But that's my story right there. I ain't gonna hold the line up.
Good one. What's your name again, fam?
Vaughn.
Vaughn. Thanks for calling, my brother.
Yeah. All right, thank you, man.
You subscribe to the channel, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, my brother.
All
Take
right,
care.
man. Yes, sir. Peace.
Good story. That's the first one. Shouts to Vaughn with the crackhead shadow. My man. Salute. Peace. You're now tuned into m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Pam Jazzy.
What's happening, fam? Oh, you one of those, huh? Yeah, get your shit off.
You just never know where it's gonna go. Dear God.
Hopefully, he was able to express himself, and because I don't know what's going on. Something was spooky. That was a little. Spooky. Matter of fact, no, that was Goofy. I gotta get that drop on my machine. That was Goofy. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck.tv. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky, not goofy.
Yo,
let's get it.
Yo, m.reck, this Loom Yahuda.
What's your name?
Loom Yahuda.
That's your real name?
That's my artist name.
Okay. Say that again. I never heard no name like that. Not even trying to be funny.
Loom.
Loom
Yahuda.
Loom Yahuda.
Yahuda. The Yahuda is Hebrew. But
I think you called before, right?
Nah, I never called before.
Bro. Damn. Okay. All right, go ahead, my brother. That's a unique name. Go ahead. People gonna remember that name.
Yeah. So I got this story. It's revolving around music, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been doing music, writing music since I've been like 12 years old. I'm 35 now.
Mm-hmm.
So this was maybe, I want to say, about 7-8 years ago, right? So I'm in my little room studio, my home studio.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded a song with a good friend of mine. So I'm mixing the song. Usually when I mix through my studio monitors. I don't mix through my headphones. But this morning, it's in the morning. I woke up in the morning and I went into my room. So this morning I'm mixing the song through my headphones. So I'm mixing it from front to end. So now I'm at the end of the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I say the end of the song is over, and I hear this voice at the end of the song. Now, I go back into the song. I go back into the edit. I zoom into the track just to make sure. Now it's a flat line there. Like
because I was about to ask you. It wasn't no wave there.
No sound wave. Now
no
if
sound
you
wave.
snap your finger on the microphone, it's gonna pick up the sound, even if it's small. So I zoomed in just to see, and it was a flat line there. Now, what this voice said to me, what this voice said on the record, it was like kind of morphed, kind of like chopped and screwed low, but I can hear it clearly. And the voice said, if you want to go platinum or gold, you got to sell your soul.
Wow.
That's what this voice said on the record. Now, when it said this,
and you only heard it one time.
Got watery. I look right when I heard this, my eyes got watery. I started getting goosebumps. The hair started raising, and I just got this funny feeling over my body that I only experienced maybe a few times in my life. Just feeling overwhelming feeling over my body. So I instantly called a good friend of mine that's on the song with me. I said, "Come to my house right now. I got something I want you to listen to." I didn't tell him over the phone. I just said, "Come to my house." So he come over and I play it to him, and it's the same thing. We both just look at each other with a still face and trying to understand what was this like.
And it still didn't have a wave. It still didn't have a sound wave.
Still didn't have a sound wave, fam.
Wow.
Still didn't have a sound wave.
You still got that audio? Tell me you still got that audio.
It's crazy because I don't. It's crazy because I had it on a hard drive, and I ended up dropping the hard drive off my desk one day and just corrupted everything that was on that hard drive. But ever since I heard that, I've been in the limbo kind of with the music thing, like not knowing if I want to pursue it all the way, and it kind of just gave me a different perspective on it. And I haven't shared this story with too many people.
Yeah, that's
I can honestly
that's
say
spooky.
This was true. This happened.
Spooky.
And I'm like, why me? Right? Why me? Why did I get this message?
Let me ask you this now. What was the message again that it said to you?
It said, if you want to go platinum or gold, you got to sell your soul. And it was in a chopped and screwed, demonic type of voice.
Wow. That's crazy. That's spooky.
And remember that there is no sound wave on this record.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
No beat playing.
That's why
beat playing or anything. Like,
wow. So it was one of those records you was mixing and you didn't end the record right away, and then that came on. You didn't stop it. Wow.
Like the air was still running. Like you could still see the line running, but there was nothing else on the line. It was just time running.
Wow. That's spooky. That's a good one. Let me ask you this. How long you been mixing? Well, you still mixing or you stopped after you heard That spooky
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, I'm still mixing.
Okay.
I've been mixing my own music for a while. Still
word?
mixing, playing around with it.
Yeah, because I'm definitely looking for an engineer just cause. You know what I mean? So what's your name again, fam?
Yeah. Loom Yahuda.
Damn, I'm
Calling
never
out of
gonna get
Stockton.
that.
Calling out of
What they
Stockton,
call
Cali.
you? What they call you for short? Give me something. Like I'm never gonna get that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to jack your name up. I'm being real with
They
you.
just call me Loom. Everybody call me
Loom.
Loom.
Yeah, Loom.
Kind of
I'm
like
gonna
the
call
old
you
school
Loom.
Loom,
There
but
you
yeah,
go.
Loom. Yeah, kind of like
There
that.
you
Yeah,
go.
everybody just call me Loom for short.
Yeah. Loom Yahuda, right? That's the name.
Mm-hmm.
All
You
right, so
got
I'm
it.
gonna call you
There you go.
Loom. I'm gonna call you Loom though, because the other part,
Sure, fam.
you know, just to be respectful to your name, you know what I mean? But I appreciate you
Yeah,
calling,
yeah, for
man.
sure.
But
All
also,
good,
yeah,
brother.
leave me an email, mrecktv submissions@gmail. Be like, yo, this is Loom. You know, I'm the sound engineer that called with the story. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely looking to you know, get some new mixes done.
I got you.
All right, my brother.
I got you, fam. Yeah.
I appreciate you tapping in.
Keep up the good work, fam.
Yes, sir. You too.
For sure.
My brother. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace. You now tuned into m.reck. Peace. Now, hello?
Yes, hello?
Oh, peace.
Hi, I'm Tasia, and I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio.
Tasia from Dayton, Ohio. What's happening? Ohio is very spooky.
Yes, it is.
Take me on speaker if you got me on speaker. If not, speak directly into the phone, if possible. Hello? You there?
Okay, can you hear me better?
There you go.
I was just calling because I had a story. It was kind of like about a dream.
Okay, yeah, let's get it.
Because I've always been a dreamer. As a matter of fact, when I was younger, I was like a sleepwalker. My family would tell me I would sleepwalk. And I would do like creepy stuff. Like I would just get up in the middle of the night and I would just wake up and grab a shoe, go hit somebody, like one of my siblings or something like that.
So hold on.
Yeah.
You was hitting people with shoes while you were sleepwalking?
Yes. Stuff
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
That's
what they used to say.
I never heard nothing like that in my life. Like you sleepwalking, slapping people with shoes. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
With the hard bottom shoes too. At that, the heels and the hard
No,
bottoms.
they would say like my granny's house shoe or something like
Okay.
that. Like,
Okay. Crazy. Yeah. Continue on.
And like I said, I've always been like a dreamer. I mean, like my whole family, like my siblings, kind of like that, and so were my kids. So I had a dream one night. I had went to sleep, and I was like in this parking lot, and I was waiting on my sister or whatnot. And for some reason, we was waiting there to like fight these girls or whatnot. And it's real short and simple. And like I got like we went through like these apartment complexes or whatever, and I seen a dog, and the dog bit me.
Damn.
And it kind of ties into the story from earlier about the blue dog, where the guy was calling it the blue wolf. I always said a blue glowing dog. Like every time I tell the story, I say that it's a blue glowing dog. So the dog had bit me or whatnot, and when it had bit me,
where
I
bit you at?
Huh?
Where did it bite you at?
It bit me on my arm.
On your arm? Damn.
Yeah. So, but anyway, when the dog bit me, like I jumped up out of my sleep, like, and like my arm was hanging off the bed, so it felt like my arm was kind of like you know, like dead or asleep or something like that, you know, tingling or whatnot. But like when I got up the next morning, like I had a certain condition. And this certain condition I found out it's called like Ronald's disease or Ronald's disease, to where like if you get cold or you get spooked or something like that, like my arteries will close up and it'll make like my fingers and toes and stuff like that turn blue and purple.
Dang. For real?
So, yeah, and I thought that like I never had nothing like that happen, and I still have that condition to this day. And like when people ask me like, well, what happened? Like, how did that happen? And I tell them like what happened in my dreams. Like,
wow. And you said your fingers turn purple?
Yeah. Yep, they turn blue and purple. Like they get real cold. Like, yeah.
That's spooky. Blue and
yeah,
purple.
it is.
And you said it still happens to this day?
Yeah, like if I get cold or anything, like, I can't, even in the summertime, like, I can't be around air conditioning like that. Like if I get cold, like I instantly lose the circulation in my fingers, toes, and stuff.
Wow. So that's
it was a part of my life.
That's a condition.
I felt like I was transitioning spiritually because I was out there doing a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. So.
Oh, what you been doing? You can't just throw that out there. What you was out there doing?
No, I was just, just doing stuff, drinking, having crazy parties, taking pills and different stuff.
Hold on. Rewind. You said parties and you said something about pills. What was going on with them
like
pills?
I was just like, but I was transitioning. Like I didn't want to. That's not the lifestyle that I wanted to continue to live. So I feel like when you out there and you doing bad stuff, sometimes it's like you make a pact with the devil, and to get out of that pact, sometimes you got to trade stuff for different stuff.
Got you. So you was out there having orgies and all that, those type of parties?
No, I wasn't out like that.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. So you had some it was liquor and some drugs going on at these parties you had?
Yeah, I mean, I used to be like just just wild like that, fighting all the time.
Rock star.
Just
rock star lifestyle.
Bracket.
You was on your rock star shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you calling. That's a good story though. You know what I mean? But,
no problem.
What's your name again?
I watch the show, listen to the show all the time.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Tasia.
From Ohio, right?
Yeah.
All right, Tasia. Thanks for calling. Make sure you subscribe, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate you tapping in.
Okay, no problem.
All right, peace. Mute your audio. Peace.
Okay. It's muted.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Monica.
Monica. Hold on 1 second. Let me talk to the people in the room. Pound that like button, please. Monica, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay. It's spooky out there.
And I have a story. I've been listening to your show for a while, pretty much since you started. And
okay. Thank you.
I have a kind of a story to tell. Okay. It was a bunch of us used to hang together. I was about around 17, 19, somewhere between there.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to all hang together at one of my friend's house across the street from my house, which was an apartment complex. So we used to all hang at her house. Okay, one day it was just me and her and the kids. And two of the guys, well, the first guy that used to be there, he got shot in September of 1991. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This happened in November of the same year, what I'm about to tell you. Okay, they were best friends. We was at the house. We was just playing the Nintendo, sitting up there laughing, talking, joking, daytime. And all of a sudden, pictures started falling off the wall. Stuff like the one time the lamp fell, pictures fell off the wall, pictures knocking off the table. And we kept wondering about what, just looking at each other like, what the hell going on? The kids are upstairs, mind you. It's just me and her in the room. So finally, we just keep, kind of just left and just knocked it off and kept playing the Nintendo. Next thing I know, the Nintendo goes out. So we blows, and you know how you used to blow in the cartridge to make it work?
Facts.
We was doing all that. We couldn't get the thing to play for nothing. So finally we decided to say, okay, well, we're going to go over to the Candy Lady house. We goes across the hall to the Candy Lady house. On the way across there, we saw a bunch of ambulance in the other set of apartments. So we took off running down the stairs. And halfway across there, somebody had passed us up. And they was like, what happened? What happened? We was asking what happened. And they say, Dre just got shot. And my feet fell. It was like my face hit the ground because my feet just left from up under me. So I went, my friend, she stopped. She picked me up. We go over there, and Trey is the brother of one of my other best friends. Well, I could count my friends on one hand. So she came over there. She said, Monica, I got to see him. I got to see him. I got to see him. So I took her upstairs where he was, and he was sitting. He was laid out. They shot him in the head. They just walked up to him and shot him in the head.
Wow.
So, and walked off. He didn't run. He walked off. And we went when I let her go see her and see her brother. She held him in his head in her hands. And we stood there. We just waited. We just looked around. We just waited. So next thing we know, finally she left. So he died like 7 days later. After we going back and forth to the hospital every day. 7 days later, he dies. The best friend that died the few months before him, I went to his mom's house to talk to her. And it was early that morning. And I went to his mom's house to talk to her because we was real close. And she said, Monica, I knew it was something I got to tell you something. I said, what? She said, I woke up early this morning and I opened up the curtains to the window, and she lived on the second floor of the apartment complex. And she said, I looked outside. It's a beautiful day. I was going to clean up, and I looked outside, and I saw one of those double Dutch bikes with the two people ride on it. The bikes with the two people could ride on it. She said, I saw one of those bikes riding down the street, and one of the persons looked up at me, and I realized that was my son, the one that died. And he was smiling. And he was smiling at me, and he waved. And she said he had another figure on the back, and he had a hood on. Said when the hood turned around, he waved to it. Come to find out, it was the one that was in the hospital. She said 10 seconds later, the phone rang. They told her that he died.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And that was my best friend. My best friend. We used to always hang together. Every day. Every day.
Wow. I appreciate.
But I love y'all show.
Thank you.
I really appreciate everything that you and Amina is doing. I even talked my grandmother out of taking the vaccine.
Oh, you did? I'm glad.
I talked her out of doing it. And I'm so happy that she received her, my mom, my stepdad. I talked all of them out of doing it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, they were thinking about it hard.
Oh man. I'm glad you stopped them because people dying from that vaccine. Hank Aaron.
They're getting the shakes and convulsions and all kind of stuff.
Larry King, I believe, he had COVID. I think he took the vaccine. He's gone.
Hank Aaron.
Yep, Hank Aaron.
Crazy. It's a bunch of them.
I appreciate you calling up. Hello.
That's Ebony.
Oh, okay. Oh, so what's your name again?
Monica.
Monica, thanks for calling. Monica, if you don't mind me asking, because I just like to gauge, my listeners and my demographics. How old are you about?
Well, I am 50.
50? Wow, nice. Thank you for tapping in.
And I'm always on your screen under Monica Matthews. I love your show. I love the show. I love the Democrat. Especially this one. This one is kind of keep me on the funny side, even though I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you got to get up at 4 in the morning? Wow.
Yeah, but
and you listening to me?
Stay up.
Wow.
Listen.
I appreciate you, Monica.
Love it.
Thank you, Monica. Get some type of sleep. At least get you gotta wake up at 4. Go to sleep right now. Try to get at least 3 hours, 3.5 hours in,
I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna get it in.
I
and
appreciate you staying up with me.
Be bouncing like a 12-year-old while I'm at work.
Set your alarm. Set your alarm. All right. Get that money and be safe.
I got it covered.
All right. Be safe now, Monica.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. Hold on, real quick. Where you work at that you getting up 4 in the morning? If you don't mind me asking.
I work for the city of Baton Rouge.
And what is that? What do you?
I do landscaping. I cut grass, weed eating.
Wow. And you do it that early? Wow.
Well, I get up at 4 because I have 2 daughters. I have to get them up, get them ready for school, and drop them off before I go to work. I have to be to work for 6:30.
Wow, that's a lot. So you doing it here, everything, ironing their clothes, fixing breakfast, all that.
All that.
Wow. Applaud you. Let me give you a round of applause for Monica.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm a working mom.
Shouts to you, Monica. Shouts to you.
A busy mom.
Shouts
and
to
a
you.
grandmother of 6.
Oh, wow. Let me applaud you again. Bless. Peace and blessings to you and your children, your grandchildren, everybody. Peace and blessings to all y'all. All right. So have a good night, Monica.
You.
Get some rest. All right. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Right, good night. Shouts to Monica. Wow, man. The demographics is got them from 16 to 81 calling up, showing love, man. Ain't nobody got those type of numbers. Trust me, nobody. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Yeah, I'm in Indiana and I go by Don't Ya.
What's happening with you, fam?
Black folks, don't you take the vaccine? Black folks, don't you take the vaccine? Black folks, don't you take the vaccine?
Shouts to Don't Ya. He sounded like Coming to America, that Soul Glow commercial. Let me find that Soul Glow commercial real quick. They probably won't monetize if I play it. He sounded like Duke from that Soul Glow commercial. That Soul Glow. Take this last caller. We on the 2-hour mark, but I might stay. Call me up again. Okay, here we go. Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Let's get it.
Yo, what up, m.reck? Peace, God. This O'Shea calling in from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Peace, God. What's happening with you?
Oh, nothing. I love the show, man. Love the platform. Love what you and Amina been doing.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my
sure,
brother.
no doubt, God. No, I just wanted to share a story that my OG told me about. That something that happened back in the 90s on the Red Lake Reservation.
Okay, let's get it. My brother.
Okay, so now this is staying true to this day because this house has been it's been demolished and the land's been bought. My aunt and them, they threw a party out there at Red Lake Reservation. It's a little bit off the road here in Minnesota, way far away from the cities. Ojibwe Reservation. They threw a party. Everybody, was having a good time at the party and whatnot. My aunt remember telling me they met someone, was a guest, I guess. On the res, it's like different rules. So, and it's during the 90s time, people coming and going party essential and shit. Oh, excuse my language. So I guess throughout the night, everybody was noticing the handsome man who got invited into the party. He was dressed really nice, had nice jet black hair, they said, dressed in all black, had an all black coat, leather coat, was having drinks with everyone.
So let me say this, because this ain't the fun boy hour, but you didn't call him handsome, right? That's the female said that, right? Let's
no, yeah,
that
that's what my aunt said. Yeah, that's what my aunt said.
Oh, your aunt said. Okay, we gonna put it on your aunt. All right, continue on, my brother. Let's get it. Continue on.
Yeah, I got a fiance. I ain't with all that.
Yeah, exactly. We got to make that be clear over here. You know what I mean? This ain't the young buck. This ain't the young buck hour. Let's be clear. All right. Let's get it.
But yeah, my aunt was telling me that, you know, it was a handsome fellow who came to the party or whatever. So throughout the whole night, everybody drinking, taking shots and whatnot. The next day, everybody who was there is picking up, cleaning up, and my aunt is sweeping. Well, she's sweeping on the floor. She's sweeping all the little beer cans and whatnot, you know, a few bottles, you know, wild night on the res. No different. She started noticing there's burnt hoof marks in her floor. So she starts sweeping a little bit more, and she started noticing that there's like hoof marks everywhere that man, the outsider who who invited himself in, because he knocked on the door and whatnot, but they let him in and whatnot. You know, because it's different when they drinking on the res. They don't really care who stopped by. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of, you know, chicks thought they was gonna get on with him or whatnot. My aunt telling me, because she would not stop commenting on how neat he was dressed and how handsome he was and whatnot. No homo.
Your aunt was on him. Your aunt was on him. I ain't gonna hold you.
Her and her friends.
Damn.
Yeah, so everybody ended up passing out or whatever, how the party go. But you remember she was cleaning up the place with my mom, and they start noticing that there's burnt hoof marks throughout the whole entire house. After that, a lot of weird stuff.
They noticed that after the, you know, I don't even want to call him, you know, the dude that they was feeling. They noticed that when he walked in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was a chill. She said there was no ill vibes or nothing, but they just said he was just out of place. He looked extremely out of place, but well dressed.
Okay. Yeah, continue on.
And I was like, so what happened? And my aunt's telling me, she said, O'Shea, I had to sell my house. I had to get rid of everything. Nobody on the res, no one on the tribal board wanted to try to rent the house out in what shape or form or matter. They said after my aunt moved out, a whole bunch of stuff started happening in the house while she was staying there, and she had to move out. It was so bad that they had to have the FBI come up there and take pictures. Now, my aunt got pictures. I got pictures. I could email them to you.
Yeah, please do. So mrecktv submissions at gmail.com or mrecktv promo at gmail.com. Either one or both.
Yeah, for sure, God.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
And
continue on.
Yeah. So she just told me, she was like, I'm trying to remember. She was like, where's these burnt hoof marks coming from? Where my mom and my aunt put the story both together, and they start realizing that, oh damn, it was the guy that they invited in who's knocked on the door, who came in and had drinks with everybody in the house.
Wow.
And now, not only just that, but that story, there's been sightings of that man in Bemidji and throughout the whole reservations in Minnesota.
Wow. So
but the house got demolished.
It got demolished. But you got the pictures. I need those. Send those in ASAP.
Oh yeah, I got pictures.
And what I'm gonna do a special spooky hour show, because there's a few people that sent videos and pictures in. I'm gonna do a show, maybe the first, I don't know how much content I got, but maybe the first 30 minutes or so, I'm gonna show the pictures and videos from people like you that's sending them in. And then we're gonna start the show with the calls. So I might do it for spooky hours, part 11, But send those pictures in. But continue on. You the story's done, or you that was
No.
Are you finished or you done?
I still got more.
Okay.
I don't mean to tie the phone.
No. You good. This anyway.
But for sure.
Yeah.
So my aunt, she said she ended up having to move because so much stuff was happening in the house, and it got so bad. She started having sleep paralysis. I believe a few callers spoke on that. She started seeing shadow people in her house and whatnot. So she moved. The tribe contacted her and said, "Hey, we tried to have this place rented out, and we cannot have no tenants. No tenants want to stay in there." They said people done got possessed. A few murders happened. Now this is after the gentleman done came to that party. And my aunt told me, she was like, yeah, they had to call the FBI up there. The FBI got involved. Pictures got taken. That's how my aunt got the pictures, and my aunt gave them to my mom. And my mom has them right now at her house.
Wow. One more thing. Somebody just reminded me, because you mentioned the FBI being there.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody said, why was the FBI there?
The FBI is the only task force that's allowed outside authority entities that are allowed on the reservation if it includes a murder or any crime that happens. Because they have tribal police there, but tribal police can't do nothing when it comes to a murder happening.
Got you. Okay.
Especially due to the story, to the nature of the story, how everything happened.
Got you.
And I'm gonna try to find my mom to see. I'm gonna call her up tomorrow and see if she got them pictures, and I'm gonna go over there and go see her and take pictures of it up with my phone, and I'm gonna send it to you on your email. But yeah, and I'm gonna try to see if she got news clippings too for that.
I need that. Appreciate it, my brother. Good story, good assessment. Appreciate that.
Oh, no doubt.
All right.
Peace, m.reck.
Peace, my brother. What's your name again?
My name O'Shea from Minneapolis.
O'Shea.
Long live George Floyd.
No doubt. Salute, my brother.
Salute.
Peace. Good story, man. Good story. Shouts to O'Shea. Yeah, man. We on that 2-hour mark, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So far, people want me to stay on 600. Got more people. A lot of people just waking up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to take it down, but a lot of people just waking up. But if y'all gonna rock out with me, send those super chats, send them cash apps, because I've been on this damn thing over 2 hours. And you know, I've been doing this 10 weeks straight. Pound the like button. Let's get it. Call me up 310-598-2974. Let's get it. Hit up the super chat, cash apps, PayPals. Peace. You're now tuned in to mrecktv. This is Spooky Hours.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
What's going on, my brother? You must got a story. You ain't even let me get my intro off. You was like, yo, can you hear me? Like you was like you in the booth ready to go. Like you had your story from like 8 weeks ago. I want to hear this. This better be. This got to be the best story of the night. I'm gonna let you get the floor. I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna let you do you.
And look, I appreciate the love, brother. Check this out, man. Now, I just called for the story. I know it's a story time. I just wanted to say, man, I never really watched your joint like that. This is my first time watching.
Oh, word? Okay, salute.
To your show. Yeah. And
so hold on, let me say this, and I
Go ahead.
appreciate that. So this is your first time coming across m.reck TV, or you just was like, nah, I ain't gonna subscribe. You know what I mean? You gotta make me a believer. Like what type of time you was on?
Oh no, I'm subscribed to your joint.
Okay.
I don't know what made me subscribe to it, but you had posted something one time that I thought was good, so I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to your joint.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that. Hold on 1 second. Shouts to Tasia T on the super chat. Spooky Hours is super lit. Appreciate you, Taya. But my brother, give us your story.
Yeah.
Let's get it. What's your name again? One more time.
Oh yeah, my name is Alfred. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, man.
Richmond, Virginia. I got family out there. It's very spooky out there too. Nothing but woods out there. I don't know if it switched up, but when I went out there, it was nothing but woods. Yeah, heavy spooky. It gets pitch black out there.
I know.
Let me know if I'm bugging. It gets pitch black out there. I mean, black.
Yeah. In the country areas.
Yes,
yeah, man. It's real dark
yes, because I got family in the country areas, and I didn't go out when it got pitch black like that. Because first of all, you get lost in the daytime. They houses in the woods too. You get lost in the daytime. And I remember they had powdered milk and all that. It was years ago when I was a kid, but they were still drinking powdered milk and all that. And I was like, yo, listen. I think it was my grandmother's twin. You know what I mean?
I remember. My bad to cut you. I remember them days. Yeah, powder milk days and shit.
Definitely, my brother. So,
hey, my bad to cut you off. I ain't got no story, dog. I just wanted to say,
you just wanted to tap
Doggy
in.
Diamonds a little bit.
Say it again.
You sound like Doggy Diamonds a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Doggy, my dude, man. But anyway, long story short, but I just want to say I enjoy these spooky joints you're doing, and keep on doing your thing, man. It's
calling to show you some love, dog.
Thank you, my brother. That's love. I appreciate that. I like when people just call up and show love. Salute to you, my brother. All right, have a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, buddy, you too.
All right. Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna take another call or so. We on that 2 hour and 15 mark. Shouts to everybody showing love because y'all did started sending more super chats too. Let me shout out The Truth. He says he loved the show. Let me highlight his super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. The Truth said love the show, bro. I love the support, bro. I love the people, man. This is the people show. This is, spooky hours. This is for the people to tell their stories. Oh man, I'm missing these calls. Oh, my bad. Call again, because I missed the call. It wasn't pulled up. Okay, we got a 917 number. Let's give it a shot. You know how I feel about these 917s and 347s. Peace.
Matthews kept getting through.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Peace.
Yes?
You tuned in to m.reck.tv.
Yay. What's up?
Yeah, you called me. What's going on? What's happening?
Hi, m.reck. It's me, Chrissy from the Bronx. I just want to tell you that I love you.
Chrissy from the
And
Bronx.
I'm rocking with you. And I know you only got like 2 more callers to do. So I just wanted to call in and tell you. Thank you for picking up.
Nah, I
And I love
appreciate
you.
that. What's going on?
Nothing.
That was
Chilling.
you?
Listening to you.
Somebody either called me by my government or maybe you were speaking to somebody else in the chat room.
That was me. Sorry, I won't do it again.
Nah, it's all good. Cause I'm like, damn, somebody must know me or something. You know what I mean?
No, I'm a day oneer.
Oh, you're a day one. That's why. Oh. Yo, peace. Can you hear me? Cause it cut off real quick. Peace. Could you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me see if I'm still on the app. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Cause I had to get back on the app. Can you hear me? Okay. Thumbs up. Okay, let me hear this caller. Peace. You now tuning to m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Peace,
What up, though? This is Mr. 313
from BK. You know what I mean?
All right, check it.
I respect you, my guy.
Oh, hold on.
Love the show.
What's happening? I think it's 2 callers on the line. Hold on.
Yeah, tell that caller he gotta hang up.
Nah, you gotta hang that up, bro.
Well, you gotta hang up,
Nigga
man.
said you
I've
gotta
been
hang
rocking
up.
with m.reck forever,
Listen, man.
You sound like a new caller, man. And you sound like you're on drugs.
Nah, you know what that means.
Anyway, m.reck, well, he can just listen and then we'll see who got the better story. But check it. I'm in Detroit, East Side.
That's crazy.
Harper and Grass shit, right?
Yeah, how you gonna debo the caller like that, man? You crazy. But now, go ahead. You both can rock. Go ahead. You both can rock.
Out. You said you had 2 left, the last 2 at the same time, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 at the same time. Y'all niggas is crazy. I'm rocking with y'all.
Nah, man, but I ain't gonna.
Nah, stay on the line.
Over each other, so I let them rock.
Nah, stay on the line though. Just make it quick though. Go ahead, homie. What's your name from Detroit? What's your name?
This Mr. 313 exit 9.
Mr. 313.
So
let's get it real quick.
So check it. I'm on the east side of Detroit, 1993.
Salute to the
19
whole
years old.
Detroit. Okay.
So I'm walking from my cousin's house to my auntie house. So I walk this street every day, all the time, going back and forth. You know, say my auntie house to my cousin's house. So one night I'm drunk. I'm really drunk. We leaving there. It's about 3, 4 in the morning. I'm leaving my cousin's house. So I walk down the street about 6 houses down from them. It's some people. It's 2 chicks on the porch. They're like, "What's up, baby?" You know what I'm saying? So I'm on some drunk stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I go on the porch. I'm right in my hood. So I go on the porch. I'm talking to these chicks. So they like, "Come on in." So they talking about, you know what I'm saying, doing the menage a trois type, right? So I go in there, you know what I'm saying?
I get them some powder, you know what I'm saying? They get their
Some
nose
powder.
right. You know what I'm saying? I smoke my little blunt.
You hit them with the nose candy?
So I hit them off. Boom, here y'all go.
Okay.
You know,
That's how you giving it
I'm
up?
doing my thing. I'm doing weed. They doing their thing. Let's go.
Okay.
So we get it. We get it going on, right?
Mm.
So the chick put a porno on, and it's some devil porno. Like, it's some porno, but they role playing in a porno, and it's some devil type stuff.
It ain't no fun boy stuff going on, right?
No, it ain't no fun boy stuff. The porno is just like the guy in the porno. He the devil, and he's doing it to the chicks in the video, right?
Okay.
So I'm just tripping on that. I'm just like, that's a weird video. So I'm, knock these two chicks off and I leave. So this where it gets, spooky. The next day, I'm 19, so I got a cousin. He's from Chicago. He over there. He my older cousin. He like 30, 35. So I'm trying to be big dog, tell him about my night last night. I'm like, cuz I met these two chicks. They right down the street from our cousin. You know what I'm saying? So he like, let's go past there. So we walk over to the hood. So we walking down the street. Man, we get in front of the house. The house is burnt to the ground. I mean, burnt to a crisp.
Hold on. And this was the next day?
This is the same house I was at the night before. I mean, this house is burnt to the ground.
Wow.
So we walk.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. Spooky. Yeah, continue on, bro. Continue on.
So we walk down to my cousin's house, like 6 houses down. So I'm like, cuz, what's up with the house down the street, man? It burnt up last night. He's like, what house? So we step out on this front porch. I point to the house. He's like, no, man, that house been burnt up for years.
Damn.
I'm like, no, dog. I'm like, dog, that house was last night. I told him the story. He's like, man, you tripping, cuz. I'm like, man, I know exactly the house.
Wow.
I've been living over here all my life with y'all. So after that, this was tripping me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping on that house. But after that, dog, every time I have sex with a chick, dog, there's no way I can't get it again. Like ever since that experience with those monsters or whatever, any chick I knock off, I can knock again. I don't give a damn what we went through. All I gotta do is tell her I'm sorry.
So you wind up knocking down some demons. Is the house?
I don't know what I knocked down.
Oh man,
I don't know what I knocked down, bro.
And you gave them demons some coke.
and I got them right.
And you got them
right.
Yo.
Man,
and you put him on that pale horse. And you put him on that pale horse. Easy, my man.
Yeah, man.
And that demon box. Yo.
That's my story.
Right,
what you got, homeboy?
Right.
Now what you got, homeboy?
Yeah, let the homie rock. This your first time tapping into the show?
Cooley. This me, C Major, Brooklyn.
Take me on speaker, my brother.
My fault, I got you.
Yeah, so you can sound crispy, man. It's your first time on the show. They gotta,
My fault, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm clear.
Yeah, you still sound far away for some reason, but let's get it.
Hold on, my bad, bro.
There you go. You're getting better. Sound a little better.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to piggyback on a couple of those last, those other callers with the dog spirits and all that, and the sleep paralysis, like, especially coming up from the hood, I experienced that a lot from like age of 6 going up. So you can't really talk to a lot of people like that. It'd be a little crazy, but that happened one time. I was laying up a couple times. Mostly it happened when I'm like sleeping on my stomach, you're sleeping on your back. You know what I mean? Feel like somebody grabbing the sheets off. You know what I mean? Holding you down, whatever. Like they said, you can't speak, but you can see everything. You know what I mean? You can feel stuff. So one time, like, it got so crazy, like my mom's whatever called the preacher come through from the local church and all of that. They ain't prayed over the house, but everything was still the same. You know what I mean?
but I could see the little orbs, like it turned into a little dark orb, or go into my closet, or go into my coat. You know what I mean? It disappeared. So me as a youngin', I'm like, well, I'm supposed to, like, I'm in a church. So next minute, it's like, how can I explain this? You know what I mean? Like, what's this going on with me? I can't sleep. I'm sleeping in the hallway. My mom's pops coming out like, why you outside of your room? You know what I mean? Why you outside of your bed? This is in the project, mind you.
What projects?
Bro, been going on, huh?
What projects?
Van Dyke.
Van Dyke. Oh, Brownsville. Salute.
Yeah. So,
Salute.
you know, it was real crazy at a time, bro. Like, I'll say it went on from a kid from like 6 on to like in my 20s. I had a hard time getting sleep and all of that. That led me to smoke, you know, bud and all that. But things was really crazy. So what I wanted to say, right? You know, it was a couple of situations. Like dude, homie from last week said, you know, I would see the gray, the face on the wall. Nobody else could see it but me. You know what I mean? Family, and I'm asking like, yo, you don't see that? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm able to see the faces only but me. But now I mean, this is real talk. Like, it was situations where it would get so physical. Like you hear when it gets so physical, like somebody tossing around, nothing but darkness.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, nothing but darkness, bro. And one night I'm in PA, right? I'm at my niece's crib. They all gone. I'm in PA. This is
PA spooky.
But I think by Scranton and all that, Wilkes-Barre and all that, right?
Yeah. Spooky.
So I'm out there by myself, bro. Mind you, I smoke a little, but that's it. Know what I mean? Bring a little cause, bro. Mind you, she got toys. My little niece, mind you, at the time was like 4, 5. The toys was in the closet, bro. I'm trying to chill. The toys keep ringing off all night. Now, mind you,
some spooky ass
I'm
toys.
by myself.
Damn.
So it's dark. I'm like, all right, ain't nobody in there, so nobody could be playing with the toys. Nobody could be pressing the buttons. So after a while, I'm like, let me see what it's about. A couple times, I literally went in there, shook it up. You know what I mean? Separate the toys and all that. Still go off again. She had a little toy truck. You know how kids got the little toy truck. Yeah, the little toys that make noise, alarms, and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Mind you. So it went off like 2, 3 times. I'm dead tired now. I'm like, yo, damn. This is my fault first, bro. It's like 3:30 in the morning, bro. All the way to like 6:30. I'm out. I'm like, yo, I'm moving the toys around. Nobody's touching them. But yet they still going off.
You ain't take the batteries out or see if they had batteries?
Bro, I checked it. Some of them didn't have batteries, bro. Some of them had batteries. Know what I mean? Bro, I took some of them out. Like, it was so many of them, I ain't take all of them out. You know what I'm saying? I took a couple out that was making the noise.
Checking the same ones? You think you might have been checking the same toys that had the batteries and putting it down because you was high off that New York
not even, bro. Not even, bro. Like, literally, it was so, like, I was taking apart, and it was some under her bed that was ringing off, bro.
Wow.
For real. And it's dark, mind you, all the lights is off. I'm in there by myself in the whole crib.
I probably would have broke all those toys.
You in there right now?
Bro, not for nothing. I was gonna run out in the hallway. It got that spooky. Like I was
I'd put them toys outside.
I was gonna run out in the hallway, like.
Yeah, them
my
toys
niece
had to
came
go
later that morning.
Yeah, them toys.
I guarantee you, I was out of there that next day.
Yeah,
back in the city, bro.
Yeah, I would have put them toys outside, try to get a little rest.
Yeah, yo, I was. It was on that type of time. You feel me?
Poltergeist.
Like, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah, poltergeist. That's what's going on over there.
Yeah, I can't do this. Toys going off. You know, the shadow people, like shadows, like they running, smiling. I'm like,
nah. Oh, nah, we ain't.
Bro, it ain't
that
much. Trust me.
We ain't
nah, I'm good, man.
Nah, but I appreciate both of y'all calling. Good stories. You know what I mean?
Nah, I appreciate you for this show, bro.
No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, I really appreciate you, m.reck, being
No
the
doubt, my
first
brother.
person on the m.reck first verses.
The caller
The first
verses.
scary,
Yeah.
yeah,
First
the
spooky
caller
hours.
verses, the first
The
one.
spooky hour
For
verses.
real, that was
Definitely.
ill, bro.
That's ill. We gonna close out
Yo,
the show
OG,
with
I
y'all.
respect your shit too. Miss Story, my
No
fault,
doubt.
bro.
Nah, it's all love. It's all love, man. But I got love for both of y'all, man. I appreciate both of y'all staying on the line and keeping the peace, man. You know, I like the little static in the beginning, but y'all kept the peace to keep it going. That was dope.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And
Made it
no
special.
disrespect,
I
no
appreciate
disrespect,
you.
New York, man. I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get with the program, man.
No doubt. It's all good.
Nah,
No
it's all
disrespect,
good,
bro.
man.
It's all good, my brothers.
BK.
Yo, salute. BK all day. Bville,
Salute,
Eastern
my
York.
guy.
Salute. Detroit in the building. Salute. You already know. We gotta hit him with the spooky. But yeah, man. So on that note, it's the first spooky hours. We had a versus, 2 callers. They about to go at each other's throat to get these stories off. Yo, listen. This is when you know you got something special. When niggas about to fight. Yo, listen. I can't make this up. So salute to both of them. Homie from the Ville and homie from Detroit. Man, I gotta end the show with that one, man. You know what I mean? Love. Appreciate you, Ebony. Much love. Shouts to Chrissy, shouts to everybody, shouts to Taya, shouts to Dream Faith, shouts to the homie Shaq, shouts to Al Street, shouts to everybody, man. Everybody, the truth. I'm shouting as many people I can. Shouts to Monica. Get some sleep, Monica. Just shouts to everybody, man. I got a lot of people, still 600 people in. Pound that like button too, man. What you're thinking about the homies that was on the phone almost about the, listen, if they was you know what I mean? Like in person, if we was on the TV set, them niggas would have been thumping. What y'all thought about the homies fighting over the phone slot? You know what I mean? Slot time. That was like some jail shit. You know what I mean? That was some real live jail shit, but on spooky hours. Slot time. That was slot time. We gonna call that right there at the end of the show. Slot time. I'm gonna see if I can do that again. You know what I mean? That was ill. I don't even know how I had both of them on the line at the same time. That was crazy. That was spooky within itself. But it came out hilarious. Salute, man. Another successful night. Spooky hours. I appreciate everybody that tapped in. Still close to 600 in the building. Pound that like button. Share this so we can get this, get the views up, and the more likes, the more YouTube recommend the videos. Those likes is important for that. Like, it don't get me no money. I just be wanting to like so everybody can get the content. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no money off it. It don't even give me satisfaction. Likes is more so that I want to see everybody able to get this good content. You know what I mean? Because it's people calling from all over the world, Germany, Minnesota, Texas, just all over the world, New York, Detroit, all over the world telling a story, man, and I'm just kind of like just being a host. So, that's what I do. When I do my lives, the people have a voice. You dig? A lot of people, they do the show the other way around where, they mostly the voice. I give the people so much, how can I say? I make the people a part of my show and what I'm doing. You dig? So like when I give y'all content uploads, I like to do lives just so y'all can have a voice, speak your piece. You know what I mean? So on that note, I'm gone, man. Double deuces and bubble gooses. Salute to the rec mob. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. Pound that like button, hit that bell, hit that subscribe. Shouts to Dream Faith. Shouts to Ebony for holding me down on the moderation. Shouts to them, the moderators. Let me make sure Dream Faith got a wrench. Let me make sure. Because Ebony, I thought she had a wrench, but let me see. Dream Faith, you got a wrench? Let me make sure. Shouts to she's always in the room. Dispatcher 92. She always be showing love too. Man, where's Dream Faith name at? Well, I'm not seeing it in the Dream Faith. Put a here you go. Here you go. Make sure you got a wrench. No, you got a wrench. You wrenched up. I see the wrench right there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you and Ebony wrenched up. My bad. You good. The only way you can get a wrench, I gotta make sure, you've been around for a good while. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta check your etiquette. You can't just get a wrench like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you around, you showing love in the super chat and you rocking with me. I keep seeing you. I wrench you up. You dig what I'm saying? But you gotta show me love. In order to get love, you gotta show love. That's how that thing go. You feel me? And I gotta see your name for a while. There's a few people I'm gonna give wrenches to, but I gotta see. You know what I mean? I gotta see you put that work in. You know what I mean? Because I put that work in. So on that note, tune in for next Sunday, Spooky Hours 11. I'm gonna try to get to all them videos and pictures that people been sending in. I'm gonna play the videos and pictures, maybe the first half an hour, and then we get into the the core segment of the show. So on that note, once again, I'm off this. I know I said I was gone, but double deuces and bubble gooses, I'm gone. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Salute to the Rec Mob. Salute to everybody in the super chat. Salute to everybody in the Cash App, PayPals, and all that. Thank you. Shouts to Peace to the Earth. She was in the room. Ebony, Dream Faith. Everybody that hold me down. All right. Much love. Gone.